So
What the hell is DauT doing? He's sending 2 villagers to dock. He's going instant dock with Persians in the middle. T90. This is crazy already.
Oh, crazy. Okay, so let me repeat the stakes, right? So DauT is out, and this entire season, Margougou has done nothing but trash talk and make jokes about how he wanted to relegate DauT. Well, DauT's already relegated, and Margougou needs a 3-0 here to stay alive. Now, if he gets the 3-0, Dragonstar's relegated, so Dragonstar's probably sweating right now. And DauT said in the scheduling channel, I will take Margougou down with me right before these games begin. So we haven't seen this strat before, so clearly DauT's going to cook some strats here today, MBL.
Look at his opening, man. He's sending 2 villagers to the middle right away, and this is simply to get the fishing ship up instantly, and also take the shorefish with the 2 villagers. So this is something he's cooked up. Is it worth it, though? I don't really know. I mean, okay. Look at his base now. He's sending 4 villagers to Straggler to get the fishing ship out fast. He only has 2 people taking the cow. He's almost idling his TC. Like, I don't feel like he's gonna get like so much more resource collected just because of this, you know?
Well,
I really don't
let me give
so.
you a tiny detail. The Stragglers actually have 151 wood here.
Yeah?
So, because they're also acacia trees. So
yeah.
Actually, that's weird. Why is it 151 for the Stragglers and 150 for the regular trees? Anyways, not important.
Maybe something about the script.
Yeah. So either way, DauT's onto something here because you can stay on the Stragglers a little bit longer. So for that reason, I don't hate it. But Japanese can play pretty standard here and also have a fast dock. Margougou's got an amazing lumber camp. And here he comes with his Vil.
Yeah, I mean, this is obviously to get the fishing ship out faster, and yeah, we can see it reflects on the resource collected a little bit, but it makes the build kind of a bit like awkward, you know, like you're sending 2 villagers right away to the middle. It's a lot of idle time walking, you know, when the fish is, yeah, this is something. I don't know, you know, the fish closest to the dock, he was taking that with the fishing ship too. Which means it will be running out faster, which means he will have to run away faster with his villagers.
Fair, yeah.
So now he switched it up a little bit. So we'll see.
Well, a lot of the times on this map, we see fast feudal, a fire galley or 2 or 3, and then scouts. So I guess he could still accomplish that. Maybe he could have a slightly faster feudal time with this. The Persian dock is pretty strong, so that could be solid. But Japanese, I mean... This, to me, feels like the better Civ with their military options. If they can get to Halb and Cav Archers, Persians can really struggle in the late game. Would you agree?
Yeah, I would say they're pretty even, but as we've seen on Cross map, Japanese always wins in Imp, and Persia tends to win early game.
Okay.
But now that Japanese kinda is like full on land the whole map, the whole time, I think Japanese is slightly better. But don't underestimate the Persians faster moving, faster working TC, because they also pump villagers super fast now and everything. So
yeah, it's crazy. Like if you honestly, it's so fast that if you go multiple TCs with Persians, you sometimes don't even have the food for anything else, right? Like you need a lot of food eco. But yeah, I think I agree. Even matchup. But I wanted to ask about the mentality here because. I mean, DauT's already out. Margougou has talked a lot of trash, but also this matters for his placement. So where do you think the nerves are for these two?
I don't think DauT is nervous at all, and I think Margougou is feeling some pressure. But if Margougou loses game 1, I don't think he's feeling anything after that.
DauT just double-clicked his whole eco. He just double-clicked his whole eco, bro.
He was gonna move the sheep, I think. And look how much idle time it is. He's so slow at fixing it too, you know, like double clicks it and it just stands there like, oh my god, in complete shock, you know. But yeah, that is a shame. Like there is an option to remove that from happening.
From the game. Yep.
But I like to have it on because when I'm forwarding with a lot of army and 20 villagers building a castle, and I want to select only those villagers to move, for example, move back. I want to be able to double click them, so that's why I keep it on, and that's why many other people keep it on as well.
Well, in DauT's case, he already has enough trouble building castles forward, so maybe he should consider adding that.
Yeah, DauT is up slightly faster, but yeah, you were making joke. I know it was very funny tonight. We're going to see that DauT is going to make a fire ship, and Margougou is a bit slower, but he has a Japanese fishing ship, and I think Margougou will be fine here because the fire ship won't be able to kill. Oh wait, DauT is not even making a fire ship tonight.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. I mean, like, is there an argument?
He's just gonna give up the water.
Maybe the thinking is you fish so much of the fish early that there's not a lot left to fight over, right? There's only 350 food left. So I actually don't mind it. Now that I think about it. Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah. You see, DauT didn't lure that many deer, actually. I would expect more deer luring. I would expect him to find the 2 other sheep. Like, he's been playing pretty sloppy Dark Age. And I can honestly say that I didn't like his build. He's also down on resource collected now. He should be a more almost... Well, it's Japanese fishing ship, so maybe not. But DauT could have had 3 fishing ship if he just went for a standard build, and he could have them pretty early.
Yeah.
DauT went for the mill and deleted it, and now he's going for an arch range.
So it's just...
So he's going to be pretty aggressive.
From what I'm seeing with DauT is there's a lot of uncertainty here or there, right? Not necessarily sure what he's going to commit to. But yeah, I think Margougou's feeling the pressure. DauT's feeling very little pressure, but there is, like, DauT would be really disappointed to get 3-0'd by Margougou today. You get 3-0'd by anybody else, I don't think he'd be bothered, but he can't allow it with all the trash talk that Margougou and DauT are constantly saying.
Yeah, I kind of hate what Margougou is doing to his woodlines. He's walling it in, but it's so easy to have Japanese spearmen just defending little by, like, make 2 spearmen, 1 spearman each side, and you're fine. Instead of walling in the woodline, having idle villagers and bumping into each other. I hate that.
Okay. Yeah, I mean...
I would rather do it if it was against men-at-arms or something, but not against regular scouts.
Well, Margougou has opened archers, and DauT knew that. At least he knew it ahead of time. He just lost the spear, but it is only 1 spearman advancing forward with those archers. So this is a little late for Margougou to advance forward with archers. But he might...
he only brings 1 spearman. He can easily get cleaned up by 5 scouts. And let's see if they meet each other. DauT is just playing defensive now and building up his economy, playing pretty safe. No horse color for him though, but when you go for a stable into a fast range, horse color is normal to skip, so you can afford more units.
Yep. And Margougou's scouting was a little off here, right? He did a lot of deer pushing, and this is the downside. If he would have come to the berries, maybe there would have been more damage. There were skirmishers there, but the house wall from DauT protects him. And now the scouts from DauT
6 skirms.
are out.
6 skirms are ready to defend.
Wow.
But Margougou has 1 spearman defending. If DauT picks that off, Margougou could be losing a villager here. He tries to hit and run with the spear, which is a new kind of meta people do with spearmen these days. And yeah.
Shaky
it
moments.
Looks like he managed to save the vills. It's a bit shaky moments, I agree.
I think if Margougou's nervous now, he would be so much more nervous if he actually wins the first 2 games.
That is true.
So it's probably going to be a tough task for him today. And DauT is played very clean behind this. I know he's not ahead in res collected, but I really like the amount of skirms he has. I like the way his eco's set up. He's like very well defended as well. It's a pretty nice map for him to wall up and stay close together here.
Do you remember what civ I had yesterday in my draft that I could potentially use for this map?
You mean instead of Berbers?
Yeah.
Oof, it's hard for me to remember that. I just remember the civs that were played. I'm not sure I remember.
It was between Goths and Berbers.
Ah, and you went
What do you
Goths.
think about Goths on this map?
I think Goths can be good in a playoff scenario. In a playoff 3, when the draft is smaller, I think it's maybe a little bit more questionable.
Because he had Lithuanians, right?
Yeah.
So Berbers just safer, but I actually wouldn't mind Goths against Cubans. Like, Cubans can't do anything against Goths. It's like, they are just dead.
Well, that's the same with a lot of civs, to be fair. If you can't do damage to the Goths, they're going to destroy you, so...
Yeah, but the thing is that Cubans don't really do damage. They don't tend to do any damage.
Yeah, that's true.
Against Goths, so... I think Goths could be pretty good against Cubans. Why am I spoiling all my plans today?
Nikov's like, okay, keep talking,
keep talking. Keep taking notes, Goths, okay.
Nikov was definitely watching too, dude.
Don't take me to Goldcast when I'm still in the tournament, man. I'm just gonna be like, yeah, dude, Lithuanians here are actually sick because this and this and this. So I'm just gonna spoil everything, and then I'm gonna come here whenever I'm playing, and I'm gonna pick Turks because I don't know, I don't have any plans. Like, it's not a good idea, man.
Oh, I'm sorry. You could have said no. You could have said you were busy.
Yeah, that is true.
Well,
But I wasn't busy. So oh, look at the fish traps on Margougou. But he failed with one of them.
yeah, I guess he placed them there so they can't get hit by scouts,
Yeah, but
right?
but one of them can.
Ah, true. Well, 3 fish
So-
traps is better than no fish traps, I guess. So for now, he's
Yeah.
fine. And dude, big armies in the middle.
Yeah, I think Margougou scouts did overcommit there, and DauT has a bigger army, and some archers mixed in there too for the scouts of Margougou. So Margougou has to do the power of going back. He has to go back and try to take an engagement at his home and force DauT to come attack.
I've heard you say that recently when you play. The power of going back.
Yes.
Is
So
that-
the power of going back is basically like hit your opponent early with some archer scout and make them do a lot of skirmishers, and maybe poke a villager, and then you go back, because then your opponent's like, oh shit, he's going back. I lost a villager. I've made skirmishers. I need to go attack. And then while he's going to attack, you have like 2-3 scouts exploring him, seeing how much army he makes and stuff, and then you react to it.
Mhm.
And then when he comes to your base, you strike. You just hit him.
Mm.
It's that's the power of going back.
Okay. Well, I mean, Margougou's done exactly that, actually. He didn't really take a good fight, but he's falling back to aim for crossbow, and he's going to have a lot of crossbow. It's very rare we see someone get to Castle Age with this many archers these days. So it's going to
Yeah.
be like, it'll be like 18, maybe 20 archers that he can upgrade, if he can keep them alive.
Yeah, this is typical Margougou play. He walls up, goes archers, then goes to Castle Age. He did the same thing to me when I played him in the NAC qualifier, I believe it was. I played him in the best of 5. And yeah, I think he did a good job. Like, Margougou is kind of comfortable in this position, but look at DauT now. He's breaking in. Margougou's trying to force repair, but DauT is sitting back there with his army. I think Margougou could try to like try to poke those scouts a little bit so DauT can't hit, and that's exactly what he's doing.
Yeah. DauT also sold his stone, so he used the market. We typically see a lot of TCs on this map to secure wood lines and whatnot. So to sell the stone tells us, at least for now, DauT's thinking all in. But I think Margougou's army could be fine here. We'll see. It really depends on if DauT can get these skirmishers back before any scouts pounce on them. I think DauT needs to... This is where DauT needs to learn from you. The power of going back, get elite skirm, and then you'll be somewhat okay.
Yeah, DauT will go for the classic Skirm Knight composition. It's pretty strong armor composition. It could even be Skirm Camel at some point. But yeah, double stable might feel like a little bit overcommitment here from DauT, because he can only afford it like once to produce from both, and then he has to produce from one after. He doesn't really have a really good eco for this army composition. Now Margougou is trapping him into this corner here. DauT has to micro, and we all know how that works. Wait, it doesn't work. DauT doesn't know how to micro. He's trash. So we'll see how it goes. He's trying. Was I too rude there?
You finished your thought.
So we'll see that. Yeah, we got DauT into a corner, and Margougou cleans him up, and now DauT has to play with less army, and also is forced to play with one town center, while Margougou could start playing with more town centers.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, to your point, I think it was a little rude, yes. But, you know, what DauT typically thrives on is he thrives with the positioning. And that's been a struggle for him this season. Like, there was an example where if he was able to think clearly about it, maybe he could have moved to the middle of the map and he could have saved some of those skirmishers there. So that it's just, that's another example of DauT Titans League Season 4. It's just playing well, but bad positioning.
Example of power of going back, you know? That's the...
Yes.
He was poking Margougou, doing damage, go back, gather up your army, and then take a good fight again. Instead of, like, forcing it.
I'm going to be watching Loey the Legends now, and no one's going to attack. Everyone's going to be like, power of going back.
No, because if you're going to do the power of going back, you would have to go forward in the first place. So there will be someone going to attack, but maybe not for so long. You
Okay,
know?
okay. Makes sense. Makes sense.
I didn't mean to call DauT trash, but it was just a joke. Yeah, we are, me and DauT are friendly to each other when we meet.
It's all right. DauT has said similar things about you.
Of course, everyone has said these things about me. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
People can say what they want.
Yeah. Well, look at this counterattack from Margougou. 2 knights and a cav archer snipe the university villager, and DauT does have a massive army going forward, but he's not protected. He's not booming. So when Margougou needs to 3-0, and he's probably really nervous right now, these are some good value engagements.
But look, Margougou is open on the berries. He over-berried, like I like to say, and has a straight path straight into his gold, straight into his wood. There's some crossbow there, but that's not enough. So if Margougou is not paying attention there, he could lose everything. He sees it now, I guess. Nah, he's just blind.
He's microing his CA, MBL. Look how many vills he's killed. Look how many villagers he's killing. But does DauT...
Yeah, but
now
look
DauT
how many
knows...
vills he's about to lose.
Yeah, now DauT knows. Like, DauT just took damage, so DauT needs to be aggressive. And Margougou's got nothing. Oh, man.
But he could migrate all those villagers to the north. Getting flashback from the Corona pandemic here. It's a mass evacuation. It's Corona in Margougou's town, and he's moving up to the north. He's going to take the gold up there instead. It's all good. Like, mass evacuation is actually pretty fine.
Mass evacuation is actually pretty fine. Okay. And
yeah.
Well, I mean, if he can get some knights right now to maybe deal with those skirms, or maybe even get a couple conversions, I could see it being fine. But this is where I think that 1 TC for Persians can shine. Yes, you're being outboomed in TC numbers, but the 1 TC eco should allow you to recover pretty nicely here for DauT.
Yeah, and if Margougou adds a little bit more knights to his composition, he might be able to clean up those skirms. I'm not really liking the engagement from Margougou here. He's a bit impatient, and DauT with the ballistics cleans up the monk, cleans up the crossbowman, and Margougou has to go back. Margougou does have, fortunately, bloodlines on his couches, but he is lacking the armor. He's now going for ballistics, but he's lacking the gold. Margougou is trying to scramble some resources. He has 20 people on gold now. And is ballistics coming in? No. Idling a lot of eco. DauT is putting on the pressure. 65 vills from Margougou. 52 vills from DauT. DauT on 1 TC, Margougou on 2. But Margougou has no farms in the working right now, so he can only afford 1 batch of villagers from the town centers, and then he will idle while DauT can force a lot of villagers from his town centers now. Also mining stone to add more TCs, which he's doing right now, and he's in a fantastic spot. If Margougou spends 3 more minutes trying to clean up this army, DauT will have enough time to get a huge economy up, and he will be completely safe.
And I think the thing that I'm really liking about DauT now is actually some patience, right? I think a lot of the time we've seen him just dive underneath the TC here, or just not. He tried to end the game right away, but this has done enough damage. He'll try and get the clear up now, and he's got so many more knights coming from the other side. But 2 TCs from Margougou, 15 villager lead, and Japanese CA are insane, MBL. So, and as we said, the longer the game goes, the better it is for Japanese as well.
I wouldn't say in this position, because the longer the game goes in Margougou's town, the more he's in trouble. DauT is sneaking in an army from the left. He's got an army on the right. He's playing like Capoch right now. Knights on the left, knights on the right. All-in animal play. This is like 2006 knight play from DauT, and he's trying to just force chaos from Margougou here.
Yeah, I like it. And I think as long as you can do that, and also, boom, things could be good for you. DauT's on 2 TCs. He's starting to lose his army. He will drop a 3rd TC over on the right. But Margougou's got 17 cav archers and counting. Nervous times? But I think we've got a game on our hands here, bro.
Yeah, but I like trying to create the chaos, especially for game 1. I remember yesterday I was a bit like shaky for game 1. DauT instantly pressured me with 3 scouts out of nowhere. He comes in with skirmishers, makes the game very chaotic, and then it's hard to gather your thoughts, especially thinking about everything else that you have to do.
Yeah.
Now Margougou gets time to breathe a little bit, but faces a ton of skirmishes with infinite armor upgrades on them, so killing those skirms is impossible. He has to run, and DauT also has 20 knights behind this.
Oh, man, I mean, DauT's cooking right now. DauT's cooking. 3 TCs. There is a counterattack from Margougou, but this is expensive to get to. Well, I guess he doesn't have +2 on the knights. But still, this many skirms and knights with 3 TCs is not easy. There's a reason you don't see it every day. Normally, it's just one or the other. So well played, but Margougou is going to counterattack where DauT doesn't have a lot of army.
Yeah, but DauT sees him because he has a dock there. He has 5 skirmishes with armor defending, and that's honestly enough. Just look at those skirms go, man. And especially when Margougou doesn't have armor on his CA, he can't really do anything, so he just has to run. He loses a lot of CA for free. DauT is on 4 times under boom now. He's in his prime position and also pressuring at Margougou at the same time. What can Margougou do against this many skirms and knights?
I would say his own knights, maybe a big Mangonel shot, maybe, but it's so tough.
T90, this is so typical. This is so typical. You and many other Twitch viewers saying, "Why does not he go for knights?" You see his farm count right now. He has 20 people on food. He has 3 TC. 1 TC is working, and then you're like, "Why doesn't he go for knights?" Well, he can't afford it because his eco is based on cav archers. So he has wood eco. He has gold eco. What can he do to counter the skirms then? Tonight, do you have any suggestion?
Well, Mangonel can work.
Exactly, Mangonels. Mangonel CA is exactly what he should go for to be able to counter this composition. And that's what he's trying. He's trying to add the Mangonels, but he's very defensive. He's getting behind on the village count. And the food count is also really, really bad for him.
Oh, wow. I mean, I feel like I'm learning so much. The thing I'll say about the Mangonel is knights can dive and kill that. But at least the knights have to dive. At least the knights have to sacrifice themselves, go in towards monks, go in towards TCs, and DauT hasn't seen a Mangonel yet.
This is DauT Micro. He's AFK. Trying to move on. He's okay. He's okay. And yeah, gets away with a lot of skirms. Only lost 2 and some HP, so he's fine. Now you see the power of the Mangonel. The Mangonel is moving out alone against knights, though. You see knights running from a Mangonel that is all alone. What am I witnessing here, T90? This is insane play by these 2 players.
Well, I think DauT expected the CA to be there, but the CA were gone. So
yeah,
he just thought it would be fine. I mean, dude, look at the army counts MBL. Now can you consider knights, or is that just a no? He's got 20 on food. It's getting better.
No.
4 TCs.
No, you know why Margougou does not want to go for knights here, T90?
Why?
Even though he gets the food count up?
Imp. He wants imp.
Exactly, imp. Yes, go up to imp, you know? And that's exactly why you should not go for knights here. Because if you go for knights, DauT eco will pull ahead more, and there won't be imp for Margougou.
Especially important with the cav archers. Especially important with the CA.
Yeah, I really like the Margougou setup now, the eco. He put everything in the north, and he has all he needs there. He has the wood, 2 golds, lots of deer, lots of farms. Everything is just set up perfectly to escape.
Oh man, but not the wood line, not the wood line. DauT comes through the middle. Pain.
It's a bit painful, but he has 3 TC pumping. He's losing some wills. He will be fine. He just needs a little bit more Mangonels there, and send all his army, and then he can actually try to clean it. And finally, we see armor on the Cavaliers.
Yeah, I was gonna say DauT also. He can't dive if there's monks and a TC in there. Now, DauT, so many times this season, went for a DauT castle or had a questionable castle. But here, when it doesn't matter for him, but it matters to relegate Margougou, drops a safe castle on the left. That's a great castle.
For sure. And I think it's okay for Margougou, but what I'm worried about is that DauT is on the way to Imperial Age, and he's going. What unit will he go, T90, against CA?
But I guess Savard, but he's going to lose full map control. The Knight Edition from Mark... What?
He will not.
He will go Savard.
He will not lose map control. Yeah, but he will not lose map control. Why would he lose map control? He has tons of skirms at home. He has lots of knights. He has a castle defending his economy. He has town centers everywhere. He's mining gold very comfortably. He's okay, and he has spread his economy on the left and on the right.
Yeah, I mean, as long as he doesn't have to garrison too many vills, as long as his food eco isn't disrupted and he can still make those knights, could be good. Margougou's still queuing up the knights. And I'm gathering that you really like DauT's position right now.
Yeah, loving DauT position. Savars will be really good. And why is Savars really good against cav archers, guys? Because they have a lot of pierce armor. Cav archers dealing pierce damage. A lot of armor equals a lot of tanking power. And since Margougou cannot go up to imp now and get his more technologies for his cav archers, those cav archers will be really weak against the Savars. And therefore the Savars will just overrun him. So as long as DauT keeps his army at home, waits for his upgrades, and then strikes, Margougou has no answer because his economy is just too weak, it's too messy, it's too idle. Everything is just wrong for Margougou right now.
I would love to see someone in chat do the math on what 10 knights and armor turns out to with resources. Because this would honestly be a really good example of why maybe the knights weren't a good move for Margougou when he really needs imp right now, right? Like, now granted, he pushed out of the map a little bit more, but DauT still has so much army anyways. And Margougou will see imp when he needs the 3-0, and he's probably sweating so much right now.
This is where Margo realizes he's going to get relegated together with DauT. DauT doesn't care. He's gonna send Margo down with him. He says, no mercy for you, man. If you're going down, if I'm going down, you're going down with me, he says. Simple as that.
Yeah, and that's literally what DauT said. Literally the words he said before the series started, and Margougou couldn't help himself but kind of start the whole thing, of course. But there's the upgrades.
And now it's becoming reality.
Yeah, there's the upgrades. Armor and Cavalier. Now DauT can't be taking fights before that, but I think he has enough skirms where it's fine.
DauT can do whatever he wants. He's floating resources. He has the market. Look at his economy setup. What I'm missing from DauT is maybe the heavy flow from the mill, so his farms are gathering a little bit, or like keeping a little bit more food on them. And I'm also missing the hand carts, so the villagers are running a bit faster and collecting more resources. But he's affording Savar immediately, and in 2 minutes, 2 minutes exactly, he has the Savar upgrade. So when Margo hits Imperial Age, the Savar will be in, and Margo won't have time to get his techs until DauT overruns him.
Will DauT say something, do you think? Will he trash talk before the game ends?
No, because I think that's too much, right?
Okay.
It's fun in the moment, like before the moment, but when you're in the moment, it's not that fun anymore, because then it's getting more toxic, you know what I mean?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so maybe...
So I don't think DauT is like the toxic one, he's just like trying to make some fun, some banter.
Yep. Well, Margougou probably realizes this is slipping away. So late to the Imperial Age. His Cav Archers can do nothing but hide right now. And he's got no map control. He's got no access to golds and stones long term. DauT's got in on the right into the golds. And he's got 3 relics. Vision all over the map with outposts. This should be DauT's game.
This is Margo in complete denial. He cannot believe it. He's going down to the Gold League next season. He has to go down and fight again against all the dogs he's gonna meet. He's gonna meet Casva. He's gonna meet Kingstone. He's gonna meet everyone that's at Gold League. And he can't believe that he has to fight against that animal doggery prey, man. And he's trying to fight his best now. He's trying to take the fight against the Savars. But he can't.
He lost his blacksmith, MBL.
Next season.
He lost his blacksmith. His upgrades aren't in. He's in Castle Age, basically. His blacksmith went down. He thinks the upgrades are on the way. Oh, no. Disaster.
This is it. This is where Margo is going down. 3,000 score down. Savars are raiding his economy. He's down to 140 pop. DauT is sitting comfortably, increasing his pop while Margo is going down. This is looking really, really bad.
Yeah, and it is... You know, obviously it's the first game of the series, sometimes playing a little bit longer. But again, Margougou cannot lose. So he's probably staring at his screen a little bit in disbelief, maybe hoping, maybe praying that Halb is going to be enough. But DauT saved his best for last here, dude.
Hoping for a disconnect or something, because this is not working for him. He's adding Halberd here now, but DauT is all over his economy. He's down to 78 villagers. Is he really thinking he can come back from this? There's no way. Look at the Savars. This is exactly how we predicted the game to go. Savars just overrunning. Margo did the viewer... he's stopping the micro. This is GG. Game has been called.
So, DauT relegates Margougou, and the 2 players you're looking at on screen will go down to gold together. Aww.
Can I leave now?
No, we still have 2 more games, bro.
It's not exciting anymore.
Yes, it's very exciting. What are you talking about? To definitely stick around. I mean, it's $40 per win still, and now maybe we'll see some trash talk, you know?
All right.
Well,
okay, maybe, but I mean, yeah, I guess we are trying to hype it up for $40. But I'm not sure if I have the same energy for the next 2 games, man. I was trying to be like, it was exciting now, but okay, hype it up for me tonight. You're the caster here.
I mean, you really
make it exciting.
Well, after you just talked about for 2 minutes about how it's not exciting, it is awfully difficult for me to now make it exciting. So thanks for that.
But that's your job.
It is my job. Well, I mean, we're talking bragging rights here, MBL.
Bragging rights?
Bragging rights. This is the only time they talk trash the whole time. This is the only time they actually get to determine who's better than the other. And DauT's up 1-0.
Hell yeah.
So
if you win a best of 3, you're definitely better.
Yeah.
100%. Capochi's better than me. That's just how it is.
Also,
like he's just
Also, as it stands, DauT has 2 wins in the group stage, and Margougou has 3. So at the end, someone will be able to take a screenshot of who got more wins throughout the group. And so this will determine that. DauT could surpass Margougou. Technically, and this is very anti-hype, whether your 5th and 6th position does affect your seed in Gold League. But that's like, we don't need to talk about that. That's not really that exciting.
So right now, these guys, you see Margougou and DauT, they're playing probably without any nerves right now. They're both going to the Dog League, the Gold League, where DauT is coach and playing with all those people. They have nothing to lose right now. They know they're going down, and we'll see how it goes.
I would just like to interject here. Gold League is really, really good. There's no shame in getting relegated, all right? It's not the Dog League, all right?
That's where the dogs are the hounds, the ones that are gonna eat you. So I think it's kind of scary to go to the Gold League as well.
Well, the league is only going to be stronger next time. We had a strong year in Age of Empires 2, and we had multiple players in Gold win their group when it was their first time in Gold, right? Like Lewis, Sizcon, you had like Lucho getting promoted. So I think it'll be. Like, you tell me, MBL, you got relegated before.
Coming up to plateau. Yeah.
You got relegated before. Was it like obviously you were really disappointed you got relegated to Gold, but you destroyed everyone and came right back. Was that like a good confidence boost for you, or were you just screw the confidence? You would have never wanted to be relegated.
In my opinion, it was like a waste of a season. It was like waste of time. But I had to because I was playing an absolute animal, really bad. So that's why I had to take the punishment, go to the Gold League, and fight my way up. But I feel like this is how DauT feels too when he's relegated, right? He's going down to the players he's really comfortable against and should win against easily. So if we're even gonna see DauT next season, that's a question. Will he be motivated? Will he even play?
Dude, I will say this. There have been big names relegated, and pretty much every big name told me immediately after they got relegated, I'm not playing Gold. That's what they said. They're like, I'm not playing. And then...
But they did.
Well, yes, because time passed, and they weren't as upset, and they realized maybe I should play so I can get back to Platinum.
Exactly. Like, the only way to do better again is just to... Like, there's a lot of seasons, so you just keep climbing,
Yeah. Well, we got... very little chatter between these two, which is surprising because at this point they are both relegated. But again, bragging rights on the line to see who's the better between the two of them here.
But maybe they chat in private or before they enter the game. Like Dogal did to me yesterday.
Yeah. That's funny. I had no clue Dogal was saying that stuff to you.
Nah, he was full mind games, man.
Well,
either full mind games or just indirectly stupid, but I'm not sure.
Maybe a mix of both. I don't know. I mean, dude, when I talk to Dogal, I can't tell if he's being sarcastic or serious half the time about his own skill level. Like, I'll be like, what went wrong? And he'll go, I suck. And I'm like, do you...
He does.
And then I'm like, well, what could you have done differently? He's like, nothing. Civ win. And I'm like, I don't know if he's being serious. I cannot pick up on if he's being sarcastic or not. It's so funny.
Yeah.
Well, MBL, we should be professional. We got Malians, Koreans here. What do you think of the matchup?
I think Koreans is like classical DauT pick. He's really strong with them. He tends to go for a lot of skirm spear because they're cheaper on the wood. He also likes to go for the 4-town center boom and he's in castle age and a few towers maybe. While Margougou went for the safe pick, the one that is a bit stronger in the economy. A bit more solid, cheaper buildings, can afford a little bit more fishing ship and a little bit more buildings here and there. So I think, like Civ-wise, Malian's safer pick. Korean's a bit more wild, but Koreans can definitely put up some really good tactics there. So we'll see.
DauT sees the boar from Margougou. Margougou's trying to bring in the boar. I think Margougou will
and that's
be
a perfect place to. That's a perfect place to block. You know, straight across the path, because you cannot put a building over the board to stop it from chasing you.
Look how fast DauT went forward with his scout. He went to the outside first and brought his scout forward over there. He's been here most of the time. It didn't really scout the front of Margougou's base till now, and now he sees Margougou has gone for the barracks. He also scouted the dock on the back, so he's got great awareness on what's coming from Margougou now.
Yeah, so DauT sees everything. He also, you know what, I'm confused, because DauT has an unfinished lumber camp on the top woods. It's 100 wood not spent. I think he like wanted to build a lumber camp there first.
Wait, where?
You see it? On the green island. He has a lumber camp. On the green island, do you see it?
Yeah. What?
Okay, then it's on the top there. He has the lumber camp that now he deleted. So he was minus 100 wood for a long, long time.
Yeah, but imagine how wood rich he feels after deleting that. Oh man, that's like if you forget you had a leftover piece of pizza in the fridge and you open up your fridge thinking you have no food, and then it's like, oh, that's leftover
then you have
pizza.
To order.
Let's go.
Oh, if you have leftover, yeah, true.
Yeah, leftover.
Then
yeah.
Not leftover. Yeah.
Why did you?
That's nice.
When I offered to buy you a pizza in Spain, why did you reject it?
I wasn't hungry, I think. Like, we had so much food there.
Yeah.
So, I don't think I needed it.
Okay. Well,
like,
you did immediately...
always offer me pizza when I don't need it. Like, offer me pizza right now, I'll take it. Like... And then you just laugh. You don't say, like, sure. No, you just laugh. You just laugh it off. You know, you're not taking me seriously here.
No, I'm taking you very seriously. But, you know, we're in the middle of a game, bro. We're in the middle of a game. We'll get to the pizza.
I've been driving to get pizza middle of the game before.
Oh, I know. I
Yes.
I have very strong memories of that. Scouts from Margougou are here. Man, DauT's going double range here. This is a whole lot of army coming.
Told you, like he likes to go full skirm spear, crazy army with Koreans. That's his like main thing. He's also gonna add in some archers because Margougou is going full scouts, which I don't hate. But he kind of needs the blacksmith for fletching right now. I love what DauT did on the south side though. He walled his woodline in, but there's a whole T90.
Yeah.
Maybe if Margougou goes down there, he can surprise DauT. And DauT is not known for being a fast, quick waller. Although he can do it sometimes. He's a pro player after all. But I'm a bit worried about DauT on the south side.
Yeah,
I think DauT will notice it though.
I gotta say, I love how active Margougou's being with the scouts. But, you know, let's see if he can actually get some damage. He's also making fires, so he can kill fish and kill vills over the next few moments. Kills one.
Yeah. Yep.
And the fires are on the way.
The thing is you have to listen now. Margougou is gonna be under attack soon. And yes, he's been annoying with the scouts, but when he's under attack, he needs to focus on what's happening in his base. And that's when it's very normal to lose track of where your scouts are, and then get a lot of spear hits on your scouts. So if DauT chases down those scouts from Margougou, while attacking him, those scouts will take hits.
Yeah, let's see. I guess we'll see how Margougou can handle it. I gotta say, fletching coming in already is really good. He has skirms waiting.
Margougou killed the Vil up top with the fire ship, and now it's going into the fishing ship. And DauT has lost 3 Vils. He's losing his fish. And he has the worst civ, and Margougou has perfect defense for what's coming.
Yeah.
DauT is in big trouble. He's going all in here tonight. He's going full animal mode. This is crazy.
And fletching was so late for DauT. It took him so long to get forward, and Margougou was ready. I mean, props to Margougou. Yeah. His scouts are also safe, by the way. They're all coming back to help out.
Oh, and he has no fish anymore soon, and he has no food under TC. He will idle his town center now. He's trying to go for a panic mill on his berries, and he's getting his army cleaned up.
Wow.
This is crazy. I think DauT can't make Vils. Margougou has 3 villagers queued. Margougou will be so ahead in economy here.
Well, one thing I'm noticing as well, Margougou did patrol one of those fires, but it's coming all the way home. So that kind of hurts a little bit. He also loses a lot of the scouts here. So if things would have gone slightly differently there, I think he does kill all the fish. And DauT now has another army on the gold.
Yeah, so I've been doing a challenge recently on my stream. Not sure if you've seen it, but I've been playing against 2K1 players and stuff without making a single villager when I hit feudal age. And this is what DauT could do right now. Just go full army, no villagers, and maybe he can overrun Margougou here. Of
Just
course,
go with
it's not what
numbers.
he's gonna do.
Yeah.
But he's gonna go with numbers and maybe try to kill him with just numbers and make it messy for him.
Maybe like, is it crazy enough to go for 3 ranges? Is that too crazy with those resources? He probably won't fully idle, but it feels like the approach is just pure numbers right now.
I think 2 ranges is fine because he's lacking food and gold. I think a market would be better in his case, or putting up more farmers. It's not looking good for DauT though. It's looking really bad for him.
Yeah. Well, down go the
Margou's
archers
walling
and the
too.
skirms.
I
Margougou
hate
is
walling on this
walling.
map. I don't understand why people do it. It's cracked terrain, so much to wall. I do understand a little bit, but I think walling is like no one should be allowed to wall on this map. Like you're just a bad player if you let your opponent wall.
So you think that army presence should always deny that, essentially?
Yeah, so if Nico full walls against me when you watch me play evacuation against him, if I do, I'm just a bad player because
Okay.
this should not happen.
Okay, so I can say that. I could say MBL is
yeah.
a bad player.
Yes, feel free, feel free.
Okay, good to know. Well,
Yeah.
that's another thing you've mentioned now. Nikov knows you're not going to wall. Good to know.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'll try and get Nikov in here to cast this series so he can share his secrets.
I'm not walling. I'm making army, man. I'm coming. You know, like I'm taking him down. So he can feel as safe as he wants that I won't wall. But like I'm making army.
I like it. Well, that's exactly
Yeah.
what you did in your evac game. Your opponent did wall, and you broke through those walls because of the cracked terrain.
And that's what I've done in games too. So he knows it though. That's the problem. Like practicing with Nikov is a disaster because now he knows everything I'm gonna do. So I need to find out. Like maybe I have to play like a complete animal tomorrow. Like I'm not even gonna follow any plans. I'm just gonna find my inner MBL and just play. You know?
And embrace it. Yeah, just
Embrace it, yeah.
just no game plans. Just full vibes.
Yeah.
Man, I gotta say, it looks good for Margougou, but he really doesn't have the army numbers compared to DauT. Look at this big army from DauT. He's kept the walls open, and maybe that was the issue for Margougou. He thought he was walled, so he thought he'd be fine, but he never got the walls down in the first place. DauT will be up the castle.
Ooh, look at the wall that Margougou is trying to place up north. I love it. It's just fantastic. that little palisade wall on that little island there is just gonna work perfectly, right? Just go build it. Go build a village. I know you can. Ah, you didn't go for it.
Dude,
He just can't.
I mean, hopefully he deletes that, gets the 3 wood back, but I'm looking at his eco setup right now, and it's not great. Now, it never is on evacuation. It's always going to be less than ideal, but DauT's got access to his berries, his deer, his wood. DauT's got lots of farms, and DauT's got a big army here, so can't help but feel like that DauT's actually in the slightly better position, even though he's later to Castle Age.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, how did DauT actually manage to click up with how bad his eco was looking? But he's done the market, you know, the power of the market. DauT is a monster with the market. Before the market got nerfed, he was even better.
Yep.
So maybe this explains DauT's performance lately. His market is just nerfed, and that's so is he, you know? He just can't make it work anymore. That's why he's getting relegated. He needs to find new ways, maybe.
I mean, I think part of that is just DauT's form, but the DauT's dip in form did pretty much directly correlate with that market nerf.
I know. He used the market all the time, and he was so good at it.
Yeah.
So now he needs to find a way to not use the market, because now he's just selling his soul for nothing, basically.
Yeah, I think the nerf was really good, by the way, because you can still use it. It doesn't completely nerf it,
Love it.
but
Yeah, I love
having actual eco balance benefits you a bit more, and DauT is, well, he's going to lose his army here. Margougou is in Castle Age faster. He'll kill this army. He'll get a lead skirm. He has Bodkin. And now DauT will have to decide on what he does. He has no stone. Now, knowing DauT, he might buy that to drop a TC, but he doesn't have stone for towers either.
Yeah, I think DauT wants to go for a little counterattack up north, and then he wants to sneak a little archers south, but Margougou lost 2 scouts there, so he knows that the archers are there. Margougou also has a tower in the south, and he's sending his skirms down. Now he's sending his skirms up, down, splits them in half. So now he's going to do half army up top and half army down south to deal with archers. I like that from Margougou.
Yeah.
He knows the archers are coming.
DauT also coming over on water with the leftover fires. I think water's pretty unimportant now, but it's worth pointing out. And 2 TCs for DauT. So he will be faster to the town centers. Res collected is dead even, dude.
Yeah. Sometimes you will see that this is where the difference starts to happen between a super top player and a top player. I doubt, even though he's getting relegated, I would still see him as like You see, in chess they have like something called super grandmasters and like grandmasters. They just
Okay.
call them that, you know.
Yep.
And I feel like that's the case in AoE too. You have the super top, and then you have the top.
Yep.
I think DauT is like the super top, and now we see why. Because his economy starts to shine, he gets better control of the late game, while the top they are really good at
The early
holding
game.
up in the early
Yeah.
game.
Yeah. And Margougou especially. Like so many games, he can be ahead early, but then it's a thinking of how is he going to let it slip away, you know? And there are players who've been at Margougou's level that have improved that. I think Sebastian improved that pretty quickly. Like he started to really improve his mid game, and yeah, I mean, it's worth bringing up right now because Margougou's thinking Siege, Margougou's thinking Knights, but Margougou still no second TC, so DauT is pulling further and further ahead.
Yeah, exactly. So Margougou needs to do something now. He's trying to add a siege shop, which is the right call against skirmishers. Koreans, they don't really have that good alternatives against mangonels. So in most cases, they have to add their own mangonels or go to stone, because their towers are really good. So DauT is going to stone now. I just pulled a T90, by the way. Like, you always do this T90. They're like, what can he do? Maybe the logic answer here is to go to stone. As you look at the guy building his mining camp and going to stone, and they're like, yeah, he's going to stone.
No,
like,
I have
you're surprised.
Bro, it's because I have the thought before he.
T90.
No, I have the thought before he does it. It's because my game sense is good, and then I know, and then it just happens to be like, oh, a perfect player and the perfect prediction.
Oh, no.
No.
And then you're also like, looking at a fight, and then you're like, what would the perfect response be here? I think it's a counter-attack. As you look at the minimap, red dot sneaking in on the blue, and then you move on the minimap, and there's the counter-attack. Really nice. That's how you work, T90. Don't try to say you won't deny it.
In some cases, in that case, I hate the fact I'm defending myself. In some cases, though, you have to paint a picture. It's like telling a story when you're cast. So there, yeah, you know, sometimes I do kind of make it look that way. But why so insulting, MBL? What is this? Go build some houses. Should I start making fun of you, or what are we doing here?
I want your viewers to notice this because it's so funny. I love the way you cast. Like, it's actually good. Like, and you're a good caster, so don't take it wrong. So it's just so funny when you do those things.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. I get it. Mangonel is so important right now. And because MBL correctly predicted that DauT would go to stone, he's going to try and tower, but he's not going to complete it.
It's a DauT tower. He's not able to finish it. The skirms are being microed. He's going to kill the Mangonel and then finish the tower, but taking so many losses here. The villager count is getting closer, and Margougou is on 2 town centers with a decent food economy, and DauT's only 12 on food. He cannot produce from 3 town centers right now. This is crazy.
Wow, MBL. I think the approach for Margougou here is to build the 3rd TC. And there it goes.
Yeah, that would be smart. There it is. Yeah, there it is. 3 TC makes a lot of sense. And damn, you called it tonight. 3rd TC is coming up in a perfect spot. Really, really nice.
That is actually a really good TC spot because it protects the gold in the wood.
Yeah.
But I think it could be siege pushable if DauT ever sees it. But man, DauT's microing skirms like it's 2005 here. Oh my god.
Yeah, really nice micro from DauT. He doesn't even care. He goes for it. And we see the skirm micro here. Margou's trying to dance a little bit against the ballistics. Mangonel is coming in, and DauT wisely retreats. Look at Margou's eco upgrades. Love it, though. He has the heavy plow. He has the bow saw. All he's missing is wheelbarrow and stuff. Well, DauT doesn't even have horse color. So, long term, Margou's eco is actually better because he has the better eco setup, and he's also mining heavily on stone, so he's gonna go for caster drop. I think this is gonna go into the late game, T90, and who wins in the late game? Question mark.
I think it kind of depends a little bit, right? Like Malians have the mobility, but if the Koreans can wall up and get towers, I think Koreans one of the toughest civs to stop. Tower, bombard cannon, Halb is not something the Malians have an easy answer to. So key for Margougou, he needs to be active with the armies, stop DauT from walling up the map and taking map control.
Yeah.
Dude, I have never seen DauT so confidently micro skirms. Like
he's playing good.
He's playing really good.
Yeah.
Ballistics now in for Margougou.
A little too late to shift gear, you know.
Yeah,
It's like when I drive with my students and they're driving in second gear in 60 kilometers an hour and the car is making a lot of noise and like, you know, maybe it's time to shift gear and they're like super slow. This is like DauT right now. Like he played the whole tournament in second gear, coming into the last match here, and finally he switches up his gear, man. Like finally he gets control of his engine. Like Jesus Christ.
I guess in Margougou's case, if we're doing driving comparisons, he's been driving really fast all season, but occasionally he doesn't see a stop sign, you know, like
he just stalls the car, like he just stops, like he can't.
And I say that because Margougou was so close to winning so many games, like he was so close to beating Sebastian, and then he lost Vils, but that's kind of what the whole format does, right? Like Viper was in the parking lot the first season, the first round, some people would say, and then he turned it around, and now Viper won't be first place. Consistency is key.
We can do driving comparisons all day. We go for the auto everything here now. The auto farm is coming in, but the castles are coming up. How can we make a driving comparison here? It's a head-on collision with castles. We see the Magna driving around with all his wheels. We go for the shots. Who will get the castle up? It looks like a DauT castle.
DauT, no. We were just saying he was doing so good. And it just comes down to a failed castle. Man, dude, Margougou.
Oh my goodness.
Margougou was about to build a castle in the main island, by the way, and he canceled that to build it there, and that was such a good call. Oh yeah, man.
I think it's a good response from Margougou, but look at DauT's resource though. He can just pull back with his villagers, build a castle a bit safer, go up to Imperial Age, and then start making traps against Margougou. Margougou needs to realize that DauT is about to click up. And how do you realize that your opponent has clicked up to Imperial Age 90? How do you realize that?
You look at the score, but how can you look at the score when Margougou is rushing forward with Vils and is probably going to drop another castle? Margougou, you need to take a chill pill, bro. I don't think you need another castle here. Don't buy a castle now. Don't buy a castle now. There is siege from DauT.
God. Dude, everything is happening. Like the North fight is absolutely crazy. Margougou wanted to drop a castle, but loses the fight, has to retreat with 14 villagers actually.
Yeah.
14 villagers that is not collecting resources right now, while DauT is sitting back collecting resources with every single vill except one.
Yeah, now DauT is bringing more vills to build a castle, and there's a Gabetto and a Mangonel.
Oh my god, DauT just loves those failed attempts of building castles. I don't know what is with him. Like, he loses his brain when he's gonna place a castle. There's just something about it. But now, we see him up to Imperial Age. Margougou not collecting resources. And the thing is that T90 said, what happened, or how do you... When I asked him, how do you see when your opponent clicks up to Imp? He said, the score. Like, okay, to the new people here, what does that even mean? Does the score go up? Does it go down? Does it stay still?
Yeah, please clarify. Please clarify.
When you click up to Imperial Age, your score will drop by like 200. So when the score magically drops automatically like that, then it's a sign of him going Imperial Age. Margougou was so busy microing there that he probably didn't notice DauT clicking up to Imperial Age. DauT also got increased score from the fight. So Margougou has no idea right now that DauT is up to Imperial Age. So Margougou keeps on booming. He's not idling his production, because that would be natural if you're seeing someone go Imperial Age. You want to idle your production, go to Imperial yourself, but right now he's keeping on booming, slowing his Imperial Age time, and we see that DauT is pulling further ahead. Microing his skirms like a beast, by the way. Holy moly.
Yeah, he's got 30 skirms. DauT will be an imp in 20 seconds, and it just feels like Margougou has completely fallen apart ever since he denied DauT's castle, which is kind of crazy. Like, I guess it was the decision to run forward with 15 vills and try another castle. That didn't necessarily pan out, and DauT's skirms also found some vill kills. Oh, man, Margougou. Like, Margougou, you talk trash. You talked a lot of trash, bro. And maybe he's wishing he would have kept his mouth shut now because DauT is playing so good.
Yeah, I think trash talking when you're worse at the game is not a good idea, you know.
Well, I mean, that hasn't necessarily been established yet. This series could establish that. And DauT,
well, it should be factual, you know, like objectively.
Oh, DauT's losing everything right after you complimented him.
He's losing everything, but he can afford everything. That's the thing. Like,
Yeah.
he's on 111 villagers. He's up to Imperial Age. He's got handcart now. Last time I looked at DauT, he didn't even have horse killer or wheelbarrow. So he's upped his game on the economy. He's fully boomed, spamming units from the range, spamming trebuchets now. And Margougou has no answer. He's up to imp now, and
GG.
calls it GG.
Yep, he knew he knew he would lose his castles. He knew he couldn't kill this army. He knew DauT would take it, and so DauT winning again. We will still have that final game, which is of course very, very hype. But DauT up 2-0. What a fun game though, MBL. There was a lot happening there. I just can't help but feel like that game right there was just like so many Margougou games this season where he has a good opening, and then it slowly falls apart. I thought in Feudal he was way ahead. And then as he was on his way to Castle Age, DauT started taking some really good fights.
Yeah, this map is super hard to play clean. I feel like if both players are playing super messy, this game actually tends to go for late game.
Yeah.
If one player has a clean game and one player is messy, it's just super fast. Like, it's over really, really quick. And this time, it was messy for both players. They both set up their eco late, and it just went for the late game here, or semi-late game, I would say. Trebuchets came in from DauT. Margougou's not even in Imperial Age. He has no answer to this. You cannot push back those trebs easily without being an imp. Margougou needs bomber cannons. He needs his own trebuchets. And by the time he's Imperial Age, his castles will be gone. He can try to research chemistry to get bomber cannons out. But by the time he has the chemistry, DauT will have so much units. We're talking 3-4 minutes until Margougou can answer this from DauT. And imagine... This is why he calls it now. This is why he doesn't play on. Because in 4 minutes, DauT will have way more powerful army. He will have way better setup. And Margougou will have lost a lot of maps. So he just can't play on here. That's why he resigns. It's over.
Makes sense. Well, I got to say this. As long as my site cooperates. I think
your site is so garbage, by the way. Holy shit. Like, 2 people updating it and you can't do it anything. You're like, did you even pay for this? Like, did you even invest a little bit into this website?
Yes, I'm paying for it. Listen, we're working on it.
How much? $2?
We're working on it. Listen.
Can you up to premium at least? Like,
listen, what I like to do is I like to start off with something small, and then even if it's really, it struggles to update, come next time when it works perfectly, people are going to be like, "Whoa, this is so much better," right? So that's the game plan. But I think they're fighting over last place now. I think they both have 3 wins this season, and whoever wins the next game goes 5th place. And if that's the case, there's actually prize pool difference between 6th place and 5th place. So it's $40 for the win, but then it is a $150 difference in the placement. So this is a $190 game now.
Ooh. Trying to make it exciting. Good job, T90. you did your best. Oh god. Oh, I'm so much more excited now.
I'm still curious if they're trash talk. They're not saying a word to each other.
You're so obsessed with this trash talk. Like, the trash talk is not valid anymore. It's 2-0. Who cares? Like, Margou's not gonna win. It's fine. Like,
yeah, but MBL,
over.
you're telling me if Margougou wins this game, he's going to screenshot the fact that he had 4 wins this season and DauT had 3 and say he was better. 100%. That's Margougou.
But he lost to DauT, so he can't really say he was better.
You lost to Capwatch, but you're in the playoffs and he's not.
I didn't take a screenshot.
Okay, that's fair. All right. I think we understand each other now. All right, game 3. And we have Portuguese for Margougou and Bengalis for DauT. Man, I expect this to be clowny. They could boom, but final game for them.
Dude, I'm seeing a tower rush here already with what the hell? Am I seeing a phosphor rush with Portuguese actually? Is that gonna happen? And 10,000 monks from that? No. This is actually full monk rush game.
You think so? Rush. Monk v monk?
Mm-hmm. Full monk.
Okay, full monk behind a castle, full monk in siege. What do you think?
No, DauT is going 2 villagers to the middle, building monasteries in the middle and a siege shop. Margougou is going to reply with 3 monasteries, and it's going to be full on monk war.
Okay. Well,
that's my prediction.
I mean,
if it doesn't happen, I'm going to be really disappointed.
Margougou's boar is gone. Oh, Margougou, bro.
What happened? I didn't even see. Did he? What is he doing?
He he tried to bring it in early, and it got stuck on the house, and then he had like all his vills on the straggler tree, waiting.
Imagine being so bad and trash talking. Like, imagine. He's idling his TC on fortified clearing. He can't lure a boar. It's like mandatory stuff even for a 1200 to be able to lure the boar.
Bro, Margougou's a beast, all right? He's a beast. I feel like Margougou's like every 2K, like every top 15 player's little bro. And everyone, because he trash talks so much and he's like so confident. Obviously,
he's an animal, man. He should be locked up, man. Like, it's crazy. Like, he's idling his town center, 2-second idle, just got his boar, resource collecting, is 100 down because he couldn't lure the boar, man.
No, he's down because he hasn't dropped off the food, bro. Once he drops off the food, he'll be even. Actually, he's not holding. He's not actually holding that much food, so maybe you're right.
Exactly, 100 down because of idle time.
You do
like, even DauT lures the boar better. Like, crazy.
Wow, you've done a great job at insulting both players so far.
I'm Memp.
Now you're insulting them. You insulted me. How many friends are you gonna have after this?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, should I buy you the pizza now before you fully insult me and I won't do it, or what?
Then you're gonna say I'm fat. Then you can insult me back.
Oh my god, no. This is what Dark Age on an arena map does to you, I guess.
Yeah, it's so boring. Holy shit. I hate watching Dark Age on arena.
Well,
like, this is why Age of Empires is not for the ADHD broccoli hair kids, you know? This is why we boomers, 40 years old, 30 years old, sitting here watching it. Like, people who are like 18 years old could never watch this. They'll be like, what the fuck is this? And then they go watch Fortnite or something. It's crazy.
I have a feeling there's a couple people saying that listening to the cast right now.
Dude, the only broccoli hair kid that is playing AoE is Lewis, man. And look at him, man. He's a complete demon. Absolute
MBL. You were killing me right now, bro. You were just on another level. Oh my. So you're a professional teacher though. You teach people how to drive.
Yeah.
On roads.
Yeah.
Like,
I have to hold it in when I'm in real life. There, you know?
What if they struggle? Like, what do you? Wow, I mean, you're so bad. Like, you're actually 8 miles, 8 kilometers.
Do I have to be professional when I'm on Twitch? No. Do I have to be professional when I'm a driving teacher? Yes. Two completely different things. Like,
okay.
Here, I can just let everything out. All my brain is going to rot here on Twitch.
Okay, well, I mean, let's not let everything out because, you know, I don't, you know.
Okay.
Just keep some of it in. But, I mean, this has been interesting, I guess. We got walls from Margougou, and DauT's going up. Is this going to be a tower rush? No.
I just got a bit thrown off what you just said. Like, that was really weird.
Oh, I don't even remember what I said. It's okay. Walls up for Margougou. DauT's going eco upgrade boom here with double lumber camp.
Yeah, so this is probably a build we can see in arena that focuses on an early uptime, a fast wood and food upgrade, and then start booming. But I think it's a really outdated build. It's kind of slow, doesn't really fit into today's meta. It's it's kind of outdated, I think.
Okay.
But yeah, DauT is old and outdated too, so maybe it fits.
You made it a minute, man. You made it a minute. Oh,
I couldn't hold it.
Well, I think it could actually pay off to kill a Vil because his scout is through. So that could be an easy villager kill if you find the right villager. I also don't know if Margougou knows the scout is still there. I think he walled up not knowing the scout's still behind there. So DauT's almost like hiding it, it seems. And maybe he'll realize Loom isn't there. I think he just looked and saw there was no Loom. But he doesn't know where the TC is, so he might lose his villa to the TC. Let's see.
Maybe this is part of his plan, entering with the scouts early and trying to get a snipe. But yeah, I mean, if he can snipe a villager here, it's kind of nice for him. Margougou quick walls. It's forcing reactions, forcing some idle time, so it's not too bad. Look how fast Margougou went up, by the way.
Yeah, that's really quick.
Super fast up. Yeah, that's a monk rush uptime, if you ask me.
And it does kind of benefit DauT because DauT can see what Margougou is going to do to have the scout in here.
Yeah, but Margougou will pounce on the scout as soon as he's up, you know. He will try to take it down.
Yeah.
And if Margougou can get one villager hit on it, he already is like in the lead in the scout war. This is so exciting! Oh my god!
I'm glad you're enjoying this. I can tell you can barely contain yourself.
Yes.
So
My adrenaline is
basically,
sky high.
So basically, what I'm learning is you're going to draft this map against Nikov in the playoffs. So he's watching, so you should say yes.
He's probably gonna draft Arena against me because he's an animal. I will play it as well.
Okay. Well, there's a hill here, which, I mean, this could be immensely frustrating for Margougou to lose his scout. If DauT wins the scout war and can see everything you're doing, and you can't check the rest of the map, frustration, sadness.
Exactly. Yeah, you want a scout. Like, it's important. What is Margougou planning here, by the way? He went up insanely fast. Has a lot of villagers on the straggler tree. Does he want to move them on gold once he clears out the scout from DauT?
Oh boy, Margougou's losing the fight. Well, it's even now.
But you know, Margougou can actually think that since the scout is in his base, maybe it's nice. Oh my god, now he's starting to type something. Dude, he's like 2-0 down and he's like being cocky. Like, stop it. You're embarrassing yourself. And he's the one running, that's true.
DauT said, oh, and DauT.
Oh, no, this is not fair. Oh my god, easy. Oh my god, this is just embarrassing to watch. Jesus Christ.
I love it, dude. I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting for the talk between these two.
Dude, he's 2-0 down, can't even lure a boar, has the shittiest eco I've ever seen, and then he types easy.
That's what makes it. That's the joke. That's the joke. That's what's funny about it. He knows it was just luck. But it's good to know that would get to you. So next time I play, well, I really shouldn't trash talk against you. Never mind. I don't think I'll say easy against you.
Do you think this is gonna be a monk rush, by the way? I think Margougou might want to move out with those two villagers and build siege up.
I think so. I mean,
wait, what is he doing, man?
I think Monk Rush makes sense, but maybe it's like
monks.
one monk and then a TC?
Wait, what?
No, double monastery. Okay.
At home? Okay. So does it double monastery? What will DauT do? Will he move out with the two veils like I said in the beginning? Make monasteries in the middle? He's doing the gold upgrade. It's gonna be monks D90. He's doing the gold upgrade at 5-6 villagers on gold. It's gonna be full on clown game. Holy shit, I'm so excited.
You called this too, man. I mean, you said 2 monasteries from Margougou. Oh, here comes DauT. Here comes DauT.
Dude, I called two monasteries in the middle from DauT and triple monastery defense from Margougou. That's what I said, right?
Look at Margougou. He's like, come get me.
Oh my god. Like, at this point, they're just giving up mentally. This is just insane.
Oh. This guy.
Oh my god. No, you're so bad. You're so bad. You could have. Oh my god. You could have healed. You could have healed the scout. Like you have a shit dog.
That's so funny.
You could have healed the scout in half a minute. Oh my goodness. Like, and he. Oh.
Margougou says FML lag Kappa. DauT says stay humble, and Margougou says humble. So yeah, they're just trolling, bro. They're just trolling. But this is a $190 game. So yeah, you got it. That scout's huge.
I don't think they know.
Yeah, they probably won't until they have to submit the invoices and realize that this is a $190 game.
Yeah, and Margougou is a guy that fights for his money, man. Like, he's living on the French budget at home and at his parents' house. Like, he wants those $190 right now. So we gotta see something from Margougou. He should stop trash talking and focus on the money right now, or else he's gonna move out never. He's gonna stay at home forever. Always.
So to clarify that, it's $40 per game, okay? And then there's a placement prize difference of $150 between 5th and 6th. So, yeah, now we get the trash talk. This is what I wanted. Margougou asked why he's still feudal, and then DauT says you did a lot with your FC so far. But it's going to be trash talk and boom. Double monastery.
Isn't this against the terms of agreement, or what the hell do you call it?
The rules?
The rules, yeah. Because you're not supposed to be able to trash talk because
MBL,
that's distracting for the... What?
Can you not right now? They're just joking, bro. It's not a big deal.
Okay. I'm gonna place a post on my opponent's face and just said it was a joke. I'm just joking, man.
President.
That's what I did against Tato in the NAC. I outpost rushed him. I said it was just a joke, and everyone was so angry. It was just a joke. I'm angry someone trash talks me.
Okay, well, considering the circumstances, let's just say that there's an exception for DauT and Margougou because they why are you making this difficult for me right now?
It's not
you're
again,
right.
I mean,
You're,
it's
okay,
not,
technically you're right. Yes, someone could get super
Yes.
butthurt now and be like, "Well,
Yes.
I saw
Obviously, it's not gonna happen.
Margougou and DauT do it, and so I could do it." But context
Yeah,
matters, bro. Context matters.
Context matters. Okay, I'll
Yes.
remember that.
I swear to God, if
You
in
know,
like
I
4
was
years,
outpost rushed in a rank game by Baburum a year back. After he lost like 10 games to me, of course. And then he won one game and he started outpost rushing me. I was like, dude, why are you outpost rushing me? And he was like, it tastes of your own medicine. and if I meet him in a tournament, in like a qualifier or something, I'm going to outpost rush him and say it was context, bro, because he outpost rushed me in a rank game.
well, viewers, I hope you're enjoying this cast because this may be. Well, we might need to put MBL on the bench for a minute after this one. I might need to reconsider this. This has gone.
That's how it is.
This has gone completely off
You're
the
the one
rails.
inviting me. You know, not that you're asking for.
Oh man, bro. Well, 6 relics
If
for
I turn on my
Margougou.
inner demon, I can strike. 6 relics for Margo. That's insane.
6 relics, and he is about to get 7. And he also just converted DauT's monk on the outside. He's now converting
Yeah.
some DauT's villagers there on the gold. And
You know,
DauT's got the
I love
Villi.
Margo's position.
But okay, that was going to be my question.
Yeah. I love this position. It's like full map control with monks. He denies DauT from the gold. And DauT sits back and yeah, he has a little bit more vills. But 7 relics?
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of gold income. And look, Margo's about to click Imperial. He can go for Fatoria, which gives resources occasionally, like ticks resources, gold, wood, food, stone, whatever. And that could be really good. Like, he can make this a clown game and spam monks, cast drop, trebuchets. Looks good.
Oh, DauT getting some conversions, though. And DauT's making a lot more monks right now, so Atonement's paid off more for him. I don't think he got Devotion yet. And now Margougou gets another conversion.
Yeah.
So I think, yeah, Imp makes a lot of sense here. Monk War makes a lot of sense with the relics, but Bengalis can still be dangerous if Margougou doesn't keep his monks alive.
Bengalis is always dangerous. Bengalis is like the ultimate boom save. You get 2 villagers when you're up. So in total, you're 4 villagers up when you hit the castle age. You have just really good base eco setup and really strong monks. Good unique units, so they're like the perfect arena save, you know?
They don't get heresy, though, and Portuguese do. So I think in a monk war, the most important upgrade is actually heresy, if you can afford it.
Yeah, heresy is like 1,000 gold, though, so like rarely you can afford it fast. And
Yeah.
by that time, you can get light casts when you have the boom that DauT is doing, so it's fine.
Yeah,
My
fair.
opinion.
Yeah, 4 TCs for DauT. And Margougou
TCs.
on the way to Imp. We'll see if he makes Vitorias. It doesn't seem like he's initially planning on that from what I'm seeing right
If
now.
he's not planning Vitorias, I would love to see some extra town center while going to Imp now, so he can boom a little bit more heavy.
Okay.
Because he's getting a bit uncomfortably far behind on villagers.
Yeah.
DauT is making a perfect defensive castle, and if you're Margougou, you need to have a castle on your own. I would like to see Margougou place a castle a little bit where DauT has his outpost near his base. Start trebbing him, because DauT will be a minute and a half behind to Imperial Age.
DauT
And
sees
that's
those...
like 2 trebuchets.
DauT, because of the outpost, saw those monks a long way away, so he locked targets. Makes it much easier if you have the
That's
outpost.
an advantage. Good point, United. That's a good cast right there. Finally.
Thanks for asking, so surprised. I just wanted you to be proud of me, that's all. I'm
Yeah,
I'm
that's a
glad
nice
I
one.
finally
And
heard
now
the
we
word.
see the full clown game here.
And
It's crazy.
conversions happen. Now, I don't think DauT got Devotion. So if he didn't, he's going to lose these monks. Castle will go up for both. Margougou will have access to Trebs right away in early Imp. And he has more monks
That's what
right
I
now.
just said. Why are you copying?
I'm talking about the situation here.
I just talked about it. Can't you find something on your own?
No, this trebuchet. This isn't a battle. We're a team. We're a team.
Alright, we're a team. Chemistry should come in from Margougou now, so he can start going for the bomber cannons. The brutal disadvantage here from DauT is that he cannot access bomber cannons. And once Margougou gets bomber cannons and traps, he can use the bomber cannons to snipe the trebuchets from DauT, and he can use the trebuchets to get the castle down. So this is a huge advantage for Margougou. But DauT, with this economy, could add in extra scary units, light cavalry, for example. And Margougou doesn't really have resources himself to add halbs and things like that that could counter a lot of units from DauT. So that's a scary thing.
It's a very close game. And by the way, they aren't really trolling. Obviously, the chat earlier was trolling. But this is legitimate play from both. I mean,
of course.
Portuguese...
They're not typing anything now. You know?
Yeah,
They're quiet. They're locked in.
I think, like, what you said feels like the natural move for DauT, but I haven't seen a stable yet. I actually see an archer range in the back of his base.
Yeah, maybe skirms, but I haven't seen chemistry from Margougou. And how the hell did he get 2 outposts in DauT's base?
He walked over there.
He sees the range now too. Arbalest incoming from DauT. Oh, he's gonna crossbow. I mean,
oh wow,
Arbalest.
I mean, Margougou probably won't look there, but that's pretty sick that you could potentially see the archer range switch.
Yeah. And lots of traps from Margougou. I hate to see no chemistry, man. Don't see any Fatoria either. If he's gonna lock in on 2 town centers, at least do some Fatorias. But right now his eco is at the limit. He could use the market though, because he's floating a lot of gold.
He is going heresy. There it is. So any conversion for DauT now would just... The unit would just die for Margougou. Won't switch sides. And DauT getting those monk upgrades. So DauT won't have archer numbers for a very long time here. It's going to be just monks. And heresy could completely swing the monk fight.
Yeah, but how are you going to win a monk fight under a castle? Margougou can sit back and buy time and get this economy going. And then you have Portuguese against Bengalis in Imperial Age. But the problem is that he's 4,000 resources behind right now. DauT has an insane economy. And this is really tricky for Margougou late game, because he doesn't have his setup.
Yeah.
He only has monk.
But the castle's gonna fall.
Ooh, heresy is in.
And once
you didn't say heresy was in.
I said it like 3 times, bro. I said it like 3 times. Listen up. The castle's down. And now heresy's gonna swing the fight because all the red monks will become blue monks, and the blue monks will just die. And it's 13 monks for Margougou, and DauT is desperately switching to archers now.
Yeah, DauT needs a response here. Like, he needs a serious response because he cannot fight back the monks from Margougou, and Margougou is gonna push in with another castle on his face. And DauT does not have trebuchets. He doesn't have bomber cannons. And Margougou, if he's smart now, he moves in with the traps, takes down DauT's town centers, and DauT is losing $190 here, T90, without even knowing it.
Yeah, and he will be, and believe me, him being at the bottom of the standings in the group will be something that's talked about. DauT needs to stop this castle. That's so many monks, though.
That's a lot of monks, and we gotta stay updated on Twitter after if Margougou wins this game, because we might see the Frenchman living in his mother's basement or on the top of the floor typing something shit about DauT, who has already lived his life as a legend. We might see this happen. Who knows?
Dude, you don't know crap about Margougou's life. Don't even.
I've seen his stream. I know where he's sitting.
Oh man, this is the ranges are like, okay, serious question, do you focus down the TCs or the ranges? I guess maybe both, but it feels like taking the ranges could be important here, so DauT doesn't have production.
Take everything, man. You have 4 trebuchets, just let them go, let them fire everything, and then while you do that, you just keep booming up. Margougou adding a range now. I'm not sure about this. He's gonna go Arbalest himself, T90.
And there's a Fatoria too. There's a Fatoria too. I like that.
Fatoria, finally! Finally!
9?
I see a Fatoria.
Sorry, 8 relics. I can't count. And then a Fatoria, and he's Portuguese. Like he's gonna be insane.
So a Fatoria that gives you free resources sounds like the greatest thing ever, right? But it comes with a catch, T90. And what's the catch with the Fatoria? Tell your viewers. Let them know.
Well, it takes up 20 population space.
Yes. Yes, so it takes up 20 pop. It's not like you can just spam units. It takes up 20 pop, 20 potential Arbalest, 20 potential organ guns. It's
Oh my
not
god,
that
look at that castle from Margougou MBL. It's on
Holy
the...
shit, it's on his nose!
Margougou, delete that, bro. Delete
The
that.
trebuchets are gonna fire. Is he crazy?
DauT tells him to stay humble.
Stay humble, and the castle goes down. He deletes it in the last second. He's diving in too far. The monks are getting swept by the arbalest. His score is dipping. What is Margo doing? He's throwing the whole game. He's not being patient.
He's not
just
being
losing
humble.
everything.
He's not
He's
being
being an idiot.
humble. No, Margougou, no. DauT tells him to stay humble, and DauT will kill the Trevs. And what was that?
Oh no.
Full panic mode for Margougou now.
Oh no, like Margo had the perfect setup, just sit behind the wall, boom up a little bit more. He goes for another Fatoria in the back. Double Fatoria means double trickle of resources, but it's also taking 40 population space. So, yes, if he can hold more, it's great, but look at DauT now. He's pushing out with the traps. He has a perfect economy setup, and DauT is not messing around. He might be trash talking, but he's not trash at the game, man.
Yeah.
He's not trash at the game.
He's been, dude, I mean, look at how he expanded his eco. He's got a crazy eco. The whole front of his base got pushed in, but he's at 133 vills with a massive Arbalest army. He's about to have 60 arbs, and Margougou still needs to wait. He definitely didn't expect DauT to have this big of an army when he ran through there, and now he might not have the time.
And he's switching into Cavalier. I think this is a wrong choice. Maybe it's not, but what else can you do? He doesn't have that many resources. Cavalier is actually not that bad, actually.
Well,
Actually. I'm saying actually a lot. But
actually?
Triple Fatoria here.
Okay.
Actually. Triple Fatoria here. It's actually... fuck's sake. It's good. And I think DauT is planning on pushing him really fast because he's on 7 relics behind this. So, yeah, we gotta see.
But, like, 55 arbs, you need a lot of Cavalier. And if DauT now... If he pushes the castle right now, Margougou needs almost an immediate response. He does have armor on the way. He does have the stables in queue, and it is actually 3 Fatorias.
Yeah,
so,
3 Fatorias, but 1 in the front. Why the hell is it in the front?
Well, because he was pushing. He was pushing at that time, so... And he
would put it in the back?
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
DauT is making stable on the side, making castle on the right, stable on the left. Outpost everywhere. He's gonna raid the... And the castle on the left. He's pushing in the middle. He's pushing in the left. He's pushing on the right. And now, Margougou is going down to the damn hell. That was a man impression.
that was pretty good. That was pretty good. I could pick up on that. I mean, if the monks get conversions, if there's 15 conversions, and there's also 20 Cavalier, maybe this can swing for Margougou. DauT did not expect the Cavalier and the monks, and Margougou surrounds the Arbalest. He's got organ guns as well.
Coming in with some fires in on the Arbalest, taking some splash damage. The Cavalier are chopping through the traps, but the numbers from DauT is not going down so easy. But I love this pushback from Margougou. It's actually a really respectable push. He's starting to add some houses on the left to I don't know why, but he's pushing back the Arbalest, and now DauT has to respond, and he's responding with elite battle elephants. T90.
What is this boom
elite
from DauT? What is this boom?
That's crazy.
Is he going to have the gold for this? I guess he does have access to some of the outside golds, but he doesn't really have vills there. That's costly, especially against monks. Margougou, the monks! No, the monks!
Not the monk. You know, that space looked a little bit like, you know what I told you in the beginning of this cast? Like how I looked at the computer and they had like units everywhere moving around and their base looked so nice.
Yeah.
This is kind of how it looked, but imagine everything moving on the minimap. Everything. Nothing stands still, you know, except for buildings.
So you would patrol your units to get them to move.
Yeah, everywhere.
All right. Well, I mean, that's an amazing base right there. Still no forging upgrade for Margougou.
Oh, imagine he had the monks, because now the elite battle elephants are coming in. He's trying to surround the Arbalest with the Cavalier, which is a good move, but he's getting raided on the left side, losing his resources there. But he's holding there, though.
Yeah.
He's holding with some Cavalier.
Yep.
And pushing the middle, but he's gonna lose some things now. And he has to add more monks, which he's doing. Double Fatoria in front, by the way. Holy moly.
So how many does he have? 1, 2,
4.
3, 4. Okay. Well, I mean, four seems pretty reasonable. But he doesn't have a lot of military pop space now. He only has like 40 pop space for military.
Yeah. like we said, or like I told you to say, Fitoria takes 20 population space from Margougou. So he's 4 of them, it's 80 pop space. So at some point you need to start deleting villagers, or else you can't have army.
Look at how tanky those elephants are. The Cavalier can't kill them. And if the Cavalier attack them, then the Arbalest just get the free kills. So Margougou will try and surround. But these are expensive losses, even for a player who can make Fatorias. DauT maybe can finish him here. DauT just needs to get to those 2 Fatorias.
Yeah, I mean, the trash talk is simply not worth it for Margougou. He's going down like a clown here. He tried to go for the Monk Rush. It didn't work. He's trying to go for the Cavalier. He's trying to go for Fitoria, but nothing is working for him. He's trying to raid on the left side, but it's just not enough. DauT has simply too much army. I love the spam from Margougou, though. It's respectable, but is it enough?
I guess it's only enough if DauT runs out of gold. And DauT's not going to run out of gold for a while here because he still has the golds near his castles on the sides. But, you know, in theory, the Fitoria player could spam forever. But, not into that. That's painful.
This is the meat grinder, you know? Like Ornu likes to say. Right into the meat grinder. Those elephants taking the splash damage. They have the 320 HP and have the bonus damage against the Cam Archer. It's just insane, you know? And it's just crazy. So now there's no chance for Margougou.
Is that how you think Ornly sounds?
Yeah. Then you have the T-West, you know, when he goes like, you know, when we scripted this map, we didn't see the hills on the left, but we added some hills there for some extra suspension, so it kind of worked. And then you have Dave who's looking for the bird in the corner. Like, there's just too much to bring, man. It's like I'm watching way too many casts.
Do you remember when we were roommates at a LAN event like 6 or 7 years ago, and I casted you during the day, and then you're like on the other side of the room, I'm trying to sleep, and you're watching the cast? In bed? And I was like, bro, I'm trying to sleep. I don't want to listen to myself talk. You're like, I don't care. I gotta watch myself.
Exactly. And I'm taking the like when I'm watching a cast, I'm taking every impression I can. I'm trying to learn how to become the best caster in the game. And GG well played. Congrats, you got promoted to Gold League. The trash talk continues from the dog who got promoted to Gold League himself, by the way.
Oh,
crazy.
Dude, MBL, like, you are truly coming from the pro DauT perspective with this cast. And I think it's because you and DauT have been around for so long. Margougou he built a wonder in the back of his base, bro. He placed the wonder in the back of his base. I think he knew he was dead.
I thought it was a Fatoria, man. I thought it was a Fatoria.
Well, he knew he was dead. He knew he was dead. He wanted to give the viewers a show, and DauT proves that he is the better player.
You can't call this a wonder. It's just rubble, stone, and planks. Like, it's not even 10% finished. It's 10% actually. Like, it's just shit. Like, it's a dog attempt of a dog game, and
but okay, let's get serious for a moment though. If Margougou instead of placing the castle where the TC was, if he placed it like right beyond DauT's walls, do you think he's got a chance, or is DauT's army going to push it back anyways? Because to me, it just felt like DauT was so patient that Margougou completely overextended and threw the game there. What do you think?
That the castle was not necessary for Margougou. He needed a bit more patience, stay back, get the Fitoria rolling. He went far too deep. He lost all the monks to Arbalest almost. He lost tons of villagers and had to fall back. And then he just didn't have an answer to DauT. It just snowballed from there. Like, honestly speaking, I think Margougou played a good game, but he just too sloppy on the army control. And I've seen this from Margougou. Like, it's something like, if I'm going to be 100% serious now, and no disrespect, it just comes down to patience from Margougou.
Yeah,
he's a bit impatient. Like, he's going in too deep and loses everything. Like, he needs to go back a little bit and calm down, and then he can do really much better.
And that takes experience, which I think he's still gaining, right?
How long is he gaining experience though? Like, he's been around for so long now.
No.
It's time to stop gaining experience and start playing, you know?
I disagree. Like, I get like really easy Margougou's next generation. Margougou talks a lot of trash, even though he knows that longtime players like you are gonna be like, nah, I don't like that. Margougou was was really strong this season. He could have won 2-1 versus Sebastian, but he lacked some patience. He could have maybe won 2 games here, but he lacked some patience. I really think Margougou in Gold League and then any other tournaments that are happening, I think he'll find the patience, MBL.
Okay.
Chad wants a double interview. This would be unprecedented to interview
God.
2 relegated players.
I've just been trash talking Margo the whole set, by the way. I don't know if I can be here. Like, if he watches this back, he's gonna put me on the blacklist, dude. Like, he's gonna hunt me down. Like, it's not. This is not good. I regret coming. What have I said? I can't even remember. Oh no! I think I've been doing really bad. No,
You
this is
think?
a disaster.
I thought you were really kind to everybody in that whole.
I think I've been a bit too rude. No. I think. Oh no! This is. Why did I do this? This is like when you wake up after.
I like how you're concerned that
out, you know?
I like how you're concerned Margougu's gonna hear it and not like all the viewers. But that's okay. I mean, it's all good. We're not gonna interview them because they were both relegated. Wait, hold on.
Oh no.
DauT submitted the recorded games in their channel, which you're supposed to do, and the zip file is called Goodbye Platinum.
Oh no, that's so sad.
I feel like we should
Poor
play
DauT.
some sad music.
Yeah, that's not cool, man.
And now Margougou says, DauT, you have an interview. T90's waiting for you. I can join to give you some tips. Margougou just
He's
can't
listening
stop.
to the stream. How does he know?
Yeah, Margougou just can't stop. Well, the series is over now, so...
Dude, do you think Margo will punch me at the next LAN when we meet?
Will punch you? How's this? I mean, there's a lot of like boxing these days. Why don't we do Margougou versus MBL? Age of Empires / boxing show match. So you do like, you play an age in a game. So you play Dark Age, and then when you're in
like
Feudal
they did
Age,
in the chest.
you pause and you box for a minute, and then you go back and you play Feudal, and then
Oh my god, that would be so fun! Oh my god, I would love that.
You would actually love that.
Cool. That'd be so cool. Like they did some chess boxing, right?
Yeah, I saw it.
Played...
I'm surprised that you're excited for that.
Yeah, that'd be so fun. Like you could just box each other out and unpause the game, and you're like dizzy, and you're gonna make decisions. That'd be so cool.
Okay, well, noted. It's okay.
Boxing would be
guys,
amazing.
We don't need an interview. I mean, I'm sure they had fun with it, but I think it's very likely that they could also be disappointed in the way things went and all that, and I don't want... Hold on, DauT's typing.
I mean, I don't think DauT shouldn't say... what?
Margougou wants to be in a voice channel right now, 100%.
Okay. I don't think DauT should be super disappointed now, like he knew many weeks ago that this was going shit anyway, so he might as well join, you know?
I mean...
You mean what?
I'm debating. I've been officially peer pressured to interview these two.
Dude, they've been trash talking each other all the time. Why can't you just put them? It's not like you're disrespecting someone. If anything, you should disqualify them both from the tournament from being disrespectful to each other. Building a wonder in a tournament game, T90.
MBL.
Building a wonder.
Do you want to be in this call? Do you want to be in this call?
Yeah.
Okay. Well then shut up for a second. Let me.
Whoa!
Let me create.
Uncalled for.
I've
been nothing but nice.
Let me add them. I don't know. Can I do it here? Add DauT and add Margougou. Let's see. Freaking MBL. Hello. We have somebody. I don't know if that's DauT or MBL.
Hello.
Hello, DauT. Thanks for doing an interview. I mean, it's going great.
I don't know why I'm getting interview, but okay.
No. Hello. This was so fun to watch, guys.
No, it was fun to play it as well.
Hello.
Hello, Margougou.
Hello.
So,
hello, Margougou.
This is unprecedented territory. We have never interviewed relegated players before. But we felt, considering the amount of trash talk between the two of them, we would quickly do so because the viewers just really wanted to hear from both of you. So, DauT, how are you feeling? Obviously, you are a Gold League player now, but you got to show Margougou who's boss today, I
He had
guess.
to say it. He had to say it. Okay. He had to bring it up. I feel the whole tournament is like beating a dead horse. Like I was out since second week and have to schedule and play, but in the end it was worth it. I took Margougou down.
You went out since second week. Like
I lost like 0-6. I have no motivation to play tournament when I'm 0-6.
You have
right?
3 more sets. If you win 3-0
0
or 3 sets, then you have 9. Then you have 9.
Then I get the 9-6. Then I get 0-9. It didn't get better. The motivation went down with the tournament.
No, I agree with DauT. DauT was already eliminated round 2. Like, he did so bad early on, man. That was cringe.
Who's the last in the group?
Are you kidding me, Margo? Like,
You're the last in the group, no?
Margo, I hate how
as long as you're in the group, I'm safe.
Wait, what? No.
Oh my God.
I had like 4 points ahead. I was 4 points ahead.
Not anymore.
I'm 5th. You're 6th.
You cannot be ahead of me after 0-3.
No, you're 6 now, Margougou.
What? Oh,
You didn't know that?
Oh my God, this guy.
I thought I was confirmed 5th. If I
How many
and if
wins
I
did you have
trio-
before? Like 2.
I had
Oh
3
my
wins and you
God.
had 0, no?
Well, I just got 3 wins, so
He had 1 win, man. He has 4 points. You're 3.
even if I had
Oh.
-1 win, I would be ahead. Like, come on, Margo.
Okay,
Margo,
Mar-
it's insane. You're trash talking
Well-
so much, but you can't even lure a boar, man. Like it's insane,
What?
actually.
No.
Like, did
the
you see-
ball- because like my video went around the tree and the ball was like, oh, there is a tree. You know what? The pathing. Let's go back. I was
Yeah,
like, I
it's the
knew
path-
I lost this game.
It's the pathing fault for sure. It's not your fingers clicking on the mouse. Not at all.
So Margougou, you didn't know that you could potentially fall into 6th, which you did, unfortunately. But did you also know that there's a prize pool difference between 5th and 6th?
Well, I knew that, but I thought I got that secured in my bag, you know?
Yes, there's a $150 difference between 5th and 6th. So congratulations, DauT.
Oh, it's
And
fine.
3 more wins. Bring it on.
Yeah.
Fine.
Sheesh on me.
Shish on you? Let's go.
Oh man. I don't know what to freaking ask now. I think I just invited you guys in here.
I can ask. I can do a nice interview. Actually, I can put it on here.
I'm
Okay.
looking forward.
Okay.
All right. So at the game 1, Margo, you knew that from the start that if you won 3-0 in the beginning, that you would maybe be safe and ahead of Dragonstar. So how was your nerves in the game 1? And after you lost, how did that change? Did anything like develop with your mentality during the set? Question mark.
Question mark. Well, I was not nervous. Like I was a bit like, nervous, but in a good way. And then I saw you had Persians, the best sieve on the map. I was like, okay, it's not gonna be easy. But I think I had the game somehow. Like early Castlage, I was okay-ish. And I don't know, like I think Knight's play, it's good on this map because the woodline is kind of exposed. And after losing this game, I was like, okay. And after I'm 5th confirmed. Nothing can change now. Let's just like play for fun, you know? Like let's be serious but play for fun. And now I'm freaking 6th.
Yeah, disaster. So you actually like cared a lot the first game, right?
Yes.
Okay, and then you just stopped caring a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay,
But
so
I still wanted to
your
win,
nerves
right?
disappeared. Yeah, of course, that makes sense.
Oh, Margougou,
so-
I'm so sorry. That is the biggest stay humble moment. The fact that you thought you had 5th place.
Oh no, Margo, like you keep blundering a lot. Like I love that actually about you. Like it's so funny to trash talk you and stuff. So if you watch this cast back, everything I said, it's just a joke. We're both good friends, and DauT, well done, DauT. I think you did a good set.
Thank
Were
you.
you nervous at all?
Well, I was a bit shaky because, like, who cares? Like, I was out. No, I cannot even lie. Yeah.
So
it was
you
actually
were-
No. Dragonstar actually sent me the message yesterday. I guess he finished. It was recorded the games. He was like, "DauT, please take come on." I was like, I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm not.
Dragonstar is
I'm
actually Dragonstar must be feeling happy right now. So
Yes.
next question, DauT. How's your like motivation going forward? You're demoted to Gold League, meeting the animals like I said earlier, like Kingstone and Casva, Prisma. How's your motivation going forward to play this league?
Well, honestly, I'm not sure. Like, maybe my ego is talking, but I'm not sure if I'm going to sign up for the Gold League. I cannot do that to myself. Not yet.
Are you
prefer to
gonna,
cast
are you gonna cry? Are you gonna cry, Doughty? Do you want
Why
me
Why
to?
would I cry? You're there as well.
We're gonna train together, Doughty?
I'm not chaining. I'm not going to Silver. If I chain to you, I'm going to Wooden League. Like, not gonna happen.
The thing is that if you don't sign up, you're not going back to Platinum. Like you can forget
Yeah.
about it. And
So cast it. It's better to cast. Didn't you realize that today? All
did
the
you see
content,
that? Did you
all
also
the
see
viewers,
that?
everything.
Did you listen? Did you also see that the winner of Gold League gets twice your prize pool?
Yeah. I saw
Well,
that, and
did you see
honestly,
that?
that's a
$80
that's a
flat.
shame. That's a shame. But now that I'm in Gold League, I think that's a good thing, honestly.
Yeah, but United will change that for next season, so don't worry about that.
No. If you do that, I don't sign up with like DauT. Like I'm out.
Oh yeah, they
Okay,
got
okay.
more.
So, DauT, was that you was that you volunteering to co-cast some of the playoffs?
I think I will test run this week. If I
Oh,
cast it for
boy.
the next one.
Okay, all right. So,
Are you
so-
a caster now or a coach? I could hire you as a coach.
I cannot answer this. Can you remove him from the call? He lost.
yeah. I agree. It's time to
Margougou,
remove this guy. Actually.
Margougou, I have never met someone that trash talks so much in the face of defeat, and I love that about you. Like it's
I
just
mean, to me, it's quite embarrassing. Like I would never do that.
Well, I thought I was still ahead of DauT, so I was coming in this voice chat pretty confident, you know?
I guess that's true. I hate that we
Sadly,
had
you're
to,
still confident for some reason. I don't know why. Where it's coming from.
What do you want me to do? You want me to say, maybe I will not sign up for Gold League? I don't know, honestly.
Yes. Respect yourself. Show some attitude, man.
DauT, can I ask you like a serious question?
Yes.
Okay, so lately I've seen a lot of chats about you, your form, your motivation going forward. Since you're here and you're like in a funny mood and stuff like that, if you go into a little bit serious talking here, what do you think about your future right now? Like, has this impacted you anyway? Are you like spending less time on AoE? What's going on?
Honestly, well, actually, good question. I was
Yeah.
not in the best last month. It was like, okay, it's excuse. When you ask me, I have to give excuse, right? I hate giving excuses.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
I-
yeah.
sure,
but
sure.
do
No,
it,
there's
do it,
could
do
be
it.
reasons.
Kids were
Yes,
sick.
yes.
Then I was sick. Then second kid was sick.
Ah,
Then there's
Okay.
like strike in the school. I'm taking care of the kid. He's not going to school. Like I have been very busy with real life, and
So
I still
basically
think I
real life,
performed.
yeah.
Actually, I think against you,
Yeah.
I played my best. You just like I think I could
Against-
easily beat 3-0 other way.
Yeah, I had the same issue. Like, my kids were sick, and I couldn't play my maximum.
Okay.
And yeah.
Okay, but yeah, that's a valid reason, DauT. Like I think like as you get older, you get more responsibilities in life.
Yeah, but
and,
everybody got like Margougou got school, for example.
yeah.
Everybody got something. That's not real excuse, but it happens, right?
well, I mean,
Yeah.
I know this. The last thing you want is a consolation, but like, I mean, there's examples. For example, there was a certain Norwegian that got relegated down the Gold League before that we won't name, but life was busy and stressful at that time. I'm sure there were factors that person we won't name could bring up,
That is
and
true.
that just happens, And then, but
We are getting older.
I mean, Vinchester
No,
won the freaking first season, then got relegated the second season. So you wouldn't be the first person, but that's good to have that perspective.
I think honestly, DauT, like from the bottom of my heart, I hope you play the Gold League. I hope you fight your way back, because I don't want to you to just stop playing the Titans League, man. You need to keep trying, man. Like
Honestly, I like the
It's
tournament
not
and
that
hate
bad.
it at the same time. It's like it's really good when you're competitive fighting for a spot, but when you're down there,
Yeah.
you're already out basically, and you still need to schedule play. The whole
But
day
you
is around
weren't.
that.
But you weren't. You said you were already out after 2 rounds, though, which is not the case at all, though. Like you had plenty of opportunity. The goal was to beat Dragonstar at 5 wins, so I can understand
yeah.
being discouraged, but it wasn't like it was over for you until.
I
you
mean,
know.
I don't look at myself still. Maybe you do, but I don't look myself. I will fight with the dogs like Margougou. I don't want to start 0-6. I want to start 6-0.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not.
Yeah.
maybe it's not realistic, but that's I'm a competitive person. I
Yeah,
don't want to
yeah.
be 0-6 and continue with the tournament. Give me next one.
Well, I mean, I've never been like in that position where it's like back to back to back reminders or like frustrations, but like, dude, I get swept all the time. So I can
Shocking.
imagine like showing up a couple weeks in a row and having it happen. It could be really discouraging. So especially with being sick. But
To be fair, for DauT, this was a really hard group for him because both Leary and Sebastian, I think it's kind of like stylistically really hard for him to beat. Although he has, of course, great chances.
to be fair, it's
But
bad
if he-
for
if
everyone.
he-
Bad
yeah,
for everyone.
if he comes in unprepared and stuff like that, it makes it even harder. And then there's Yo, who's very equal to DauT. But again, if he's unprepared, it's hard to beat him. And then there's Dragonstar, who's like a wild card, and Margougou, who's a free win. So like
What?
it's it's kind of like a bit bad group for DauT, I would say. If he was like in my group, I think he could do better. He would do good against Capoch, he would do decent against Lugao, and he would do decent against me. So he would be for sure safe, I think. For sure.
Honestly, I would also beat Dogao and Capoch, so I cannot say. I
You
cannot
will
say
see
that.
Son in Silver League in gold.
So much
Group C-
incoming.
You guys are using Group C as the example, and it's been the most competitive group. Like Vinchester got 9 wins
but
and
like
isn't even in the
stylistically,
playoffs.
you know?
But
Stylistically.
it's be competitive. You had like Dogao traveling, playing in his sink. Capoch is I don't know.
But I mean, the competitiveness was about the top 3, Margot, not about the relegations. The
Well-
relegations were like kind of predicted, but not obvious. While the top 4 spot is where the action happened. It was a 3-way tie, Margot.
Oh, really?
You know?
And
Yeah.
are you fourth, or are you in the
No.
playoffs?
I'm second.
Who are you gonna lose to first round in playoffs?
I'm gonna play against Nikov.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I did only one training for this TTL season against Nikov, and I beat Nikov 3-0, so I think it's a free win for you.
God, this guy.
Nikov is in the chat. What do you have to say about this? Stay humble, Nikov. Stay humble.
Nikov dropping the XD. Well, thank you, DauT.
Imagine if Margougou actually wins something, the talk.
It's true.
Now he's losing. Imagine if he's actually winning. Hopefully it never happened. I mean, it can't.
Ah.
It's not
If I win, I will stay humble, you know?
I believe that.
I can't believe you're bragging about winning a practice set. That's like so typical you.
You take what you get, man.
Yeah.
No, I was pretty inactive in 2024, so actually makes sense. I am getting relegated, honestly.
Well,
No, you played well.
No. I
um,
was about to say not as bad as you, but now that I'm sixth,
Can I ask a serious question again? Like now I'm gonna flip sides a little bit. We have talked
Yeah.
a lot about DauT,
okay.
but let's talk a little bit about Margougou. How is your feeling about like taking the next step in AoE, becoming a little bit higher level? How much are you gonna train? How much time do you have? Are you going full time? Are you studying? What are you doing in life?
well, last year I was supposed to go full-time-ish, but I played
Yeah.
like 25 ladder game in the whole year. So it
Because
was
you got
not
addicted to League of Legends, right?
because I got addicted to League of Legends, yeah, and I was also
Yeah.
doing a lot of in real life things.
Yeah.
And the game was just not to like I didn't want to play, you know. If I had
Yeah,
to choose
you were-
between
yeah.
playing or just not playing, I would be like, well, let's go out and with friends. And
Okay.
somehow now that I'm about to get an exam to be a student again next year, suddenly I want to play again.
Okay.
And League of Legends is a no more for me. So I don't know. I'll
Yeah,
see,
so,
but
I get where you're coming from. Actually, I had the same period. Actually, like no joke, I was going full time AoE like 2 years ago. I was going 10% as a driving teacher, even less. And at the time I was going full time AoE, I just stopped playing AoE. I thought it was boring, and I played other
Yeah.
games. And I did perform worse than when I was working. So I decided to go work again. And now that I'm working again, I want to be full-time AoE again. It's just-
yeah. I feel
It
like
just doesn't
exactly the same.
Yeah,
Exactly
it's
the
crazy.
same.
I don't
Like,
know how this
was,
works.
I was streaming a lot when I was like a student, and now that I'm full time, I can't even push the start stream button. Like it's impossible. Like
Exactly.
I'm so lazy. I just want to play League all day, then go
Wait,
out with
wait,
friends
wait.
all day.
Margougou, it's
Then
full time?
I want to study again. And now that I'm becoming a student, I'm like, bro, Age of Empires full time is my thing.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know why.
Grass is always
I
greener.
have the same thing.
You always convince yourself that the thing you're not doing is best. That's always how it works.
Dude, I'm bonding so hard with Margougou right now. Like we're best friends. And Margougou, just whatever you do,
you know-
watch this cast. Like I was
You know,
so
we are
worried,
best friends, but in between games, I was like opening the stream, and you know, you had this little 2-minute delay. And as I lost every games today, I could hear like, you know, you being like full caster mode activated, full. I am destroying Margougou right now. Like, oh, he's so bad. What the fuck? Malian did through this game, bro. He got out microed by DauT. DauT micro on skirms is amazing. Voila, I was just a dog running in Mangonel shot. I wanted to drop a castle forward because I was like, it's DauT. He has no army. He's booming. And then I came. I got nuked by a Mangonel shot, and I was like, well, I guess the game is lost.
That was the vacation game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm sorry, Margo. I don't know what to say. I'm sorry.
I have a question for DauT. Did you went like feudal boom on this last game because you watch me going Tower Rush? Or was it just a random thing?
I was watching your games and I found the counter strategy because there's no other way to beat you.
I'm asking you a serious question.
But I'm just playing Bengali, it's how it's mostly played, right? With the scout, if your gold was not super close to TC, that's like a dead villager as well. Economy is better from feudal. It's good.
I think it's bad.
Well,
Margo, me and Tonight
you proved me wrong last game.
we were talking like what you can improve. Like I know people hate to hear this. People always say to me like, make less skirms, make less spears. Shut the fuck up. Like I know it's annoying, but like maybe a little bit more patience during the games, Margo. Could be good. Like if you sit back a little bit when you have an advantage, positional advantage and stuff, and civ advantage, it's good. So a little bit more patience, and you could take at least 2 of these games, I think.
The power.
If I had to describe my gameplay, sorry, Tonighty. Go ahead.
No. This is your stream now, guys. Go ahead.
If I had to describe my gameplay, like I'd say like last year I almost didn't play, so I was so rusty every set. So I don't know if it's really like representative, but I'd say that I'm really good at openings. Feudal Age is I'm kind of okay, but when it comes to finishing the game, somehow I always threw the game. Like at least
this is exactly
TTL,
what we were talking about.
At least this TTL, I didn't got reverse sweep because like in the last S tier, it was like I was winning 3-0 against VV, I lost 3-4, winning 3-0 against Kingston, losing 3-4. Like Ozone as well. I got reverse swept by Ozone this year. The past year. But
well,
what's the next step?
I mean, as MBL was saying, MBL puts it, the power of going back, honestly. I think you get leads, and then you think, oh, I'm ahead, I need to kill them now. You know, I think a little bit more patience here or there. And I know that it still felt like you threw some games, but you didn't, and this is going to come off a little harsh, but you didn't throw them like massively compared to like the previous year, right? Like it's subtle, it's subtle, it's slight. So I've personally seen, I've seen a trend of more patience for you. So I think it's happening, but yeah. And then I imagine like mentally it's got to snowball, right? Like how much did you think about freaking crossbows from Sebastian underneath your TC on Acropolis and all the games after that, right? Like it just like it probably lived with you the whole time, right? And I brought it back up because I'm an ass. But so,
honestly, since this Ozone game, I got reverse swept. Each time I like 1 game away from winning the set. If I lose 1 game, I know I lost the set. I know I'm getting reverse swept. That's it.
DauT, do you have any perspective on that? Because I've heard you say some things recently.
Well, honestly, I was not listening. Can you repeat the question?
Well, okay. Well, Margougou said
I shut down. I was looking at something else.
Margougou said that sometimes if he's winning a series and then he loses the next game, he feels like he's thrown the whole series ahead of time. And I know in your case, I heard you say the words. I don't know how joking you were, but you were playing ACCM, I think, in Hyper Random, and you were up 2-0, and you were like, this is the game. You're like, if I win this game, I win the series, but if I lose, I will get reverse swept. So I was curious if you have similar
No,
doubts or if it was jokes.
happened a lot for me lately, but realistically, 2-0 is the most dangerous score in like every sport as well. Like once you start losing, the other guy is feeling the energy, like adrenaline, and then he equalized to 2-2, and then you feel like you already lost. So 2-0 is probably the most dangerous score there is, even if you don't feel the pressure.
Got it.
DauT gave me a cool tip. Like it was a year ago, I think, in Eden Cup. When I lost to Eden Cup, I was really sad because Eden Cup was like the tournament I wanted to qualify. And DauT told me something like, it's a game. If you lose, it's just a game. It's completely fine. And since this moment, now when I'm getting reverse swept, like I'm still happy. I'm not sad anymore. I'm like, it's a game. I got destroyed. It's fine.
I think DauT should start thinking like that again, because right now that's not how he's thinking.
Well, I
He's thinking
am.
about giving up.
I'm thinking, well, I guess, yeah, you're right about that one. Yeah, you're right. You convinced the MBL. Actually,
Yes.
yeah, that makes
Play
sense.
next season. It's okay. Like,
It's
come
fun.
back.
It is fun. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, well, so
Like, you don't need to practice that hard for Gold League anyway.
That's the problem. I would not practice and then imagine being silver. Like,
Well,
that's the reason.
I was gonna say
No,
I
that's
wouldn't
not gonna
say
happen.
I wouldn't say that like you could just show up to gold and be fine, because there were lots of people who are favorites in their to get first in the groups that didn't. So I think it'll be
know.
respectable, but obviously
No. DauT is legit scared of being silver. I'm gonna tell you right now, DauT, it's not gonna happen. You're gonna be fine. Like, you meet these people on ladder every day. You go for FC.
Hey, whoops for them.
No, yeah, because
On
you
the
FC
ladder.
world raiders. Yeah,
I
like
like that.
things like you go for crazy things. Just by standard, you beat these guys. You're fine.
Thank you, MBL.
yeah.
I mean, you have everything
I mean,
to lose,
you're
though.
welcome.
If you win, it's
What?
normal. If you lose, it's like a shame.
For you, be... I
This
cannot
just never
answer this on
stops. Man.
stream.
Listen, Margougou, we were at such a good spot to call it right there. Everyone was feeling good. We all got it out of our system, and you just had to turn it turn it around. Listen, guys, thank you so much for joining. I feel somewhat bad for bringing you in after, series, because we haven't done that with anyone. But considering the trash talk between the two of you, mainly Margougou, let's be real. But, I knew it would be probably fun for some viewers, and it was good. I don't know how MBL somehow got his most professional during the interview and not during the 3-game cast, but MBL
I was
asked some
professional
really...
during the cast. I don't know what you're talking about.
he asked some very good questions, which were good to hear. So thank you for joining DauT, Margougou. Appreciate it.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for inviting again for the event. But give us Hidden Cup. I don't want leagues anymore.
See you in Gold League, DauT.
See ya in the Gold League.
See you in God League DauT.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
MBL. Great interviews, bro.
Yo.
That was fun.
Thank you. I'm actually, I believe I am. I don't think it's that hard to cast. Like, I believe I'm a genuine, nice caster and a good interviewer.
I agree.
Thank
I
you.
agree. I don't know if we saw all the niceness today during various points, but I had a lot of fun, and I know the viewers did, and it was great. So thank you for joining. And also, real talk.
Yeah.
I like how you recognize that DauT is really dejected about being relegated, and that he's bummed, and that you were in the same boat. So I thought it was cool what you mentioned to him there. I think he.
I think he has to play, man. It's important, and like
yeah.
It might seem dark and bad now, and he might feel embarrassed that he's down. But honestly, it's a hard group. He had a lot of real life things going on.
Yep.
And AoE. The thing is, like, look at Villes, for example. He's also like down bad right now, and it's because when you are best at something, or among the best, and you have to take a break because of whatever reason in your life that's coming up. Maybe you're unmotivated. Maybe you have work. Maybe you have school. Who knows? The less you play, the worse it's gonna get. The more you play, the better and stronger and more stable you're gonna be. It comes natural for everyone. It's like not like you can just snap your fingers and everything's gonna be fine. Like, you have to practice. You have to practice. You have to at least stay active in the game to maintain a good shape. So
And
I think,
like,
that's why we saw this.
But also, like, in the past, anyone could get away with coming in unprepared and they'd still be completely fine, right? Like, Viper would have been top of his group. He's not going to be top of his group now. Players would have survived, right? But I know it's not like hundreds and hundreds of elite players But we've got a couple dozen that are here now that weren't, and Gold is a good example of that. So I think
Yep.
all that stuff makes sense. And the good news is that it's not like the next Titans League is like 2 years away. You know, the game plan is for that to be within like 6 or so months. So it comes around pretty quick.
So hype.
DauT could be plat again before you know it. So but yeah,
before you know it, like 6 months, DauT is plat again. And yeah, it's gonna be fun to see the next season, because then you have players like Lewis, Mihai, things like that.
Yep.
In the
Lix
in the
will
Platinum
be
League, so
back.
it's insane.
Lucho, yeah, it'll be good.
Lix and Luch. Oi, oi, oi.
Vivi's back. It'll be good, dude. So, yo, MB, you play not tomorrow. Well,
Yes, I do.
oh, you play tomorrow, but you'll be playing as Rex, I guess, and not live.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
Yes.
Well, best of luck in your series. We'll be covering that probably Tuesday. Best
you.
of luck in the playoffs. Thanks for joining. Thanks for the insights.
Yeah, I have to let me just point out, I have to play after work, which is bad, but I would have to do that regardless.
Yeah.
So I'm making excuses, but
Yeah.
this,
No. Put the excuses away. You just have to play.
I just have to play.
Nikov just said baby rage in chat.
Yes, I'm playing mind games with Nico. I'm gonna be like Dugao, you know. I'm gonna be weak, but I'm actually gonna be strong. So.
Okay. Well, mind games.
Yeah. Like I always like to say that I'm going to be weak, and then I'm just gonna like have like 10 different units around their base, moving left and right, and they're gonna be like, oh my god, this is going to the damn hell.
I like it. All right. I've learned some things today.
Yes.
I'll stop being. I'll have to do that myself now going forward. Thanks again, MBL. Appreciate it. I'm gonna give some subs on your stream, and I want you to buy a pizza with it at some point. So the pizza debt is paid.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, guys. Subscribe before I leave. Subscribe with Twitch Prime to T90. Let me see how many primes T90 can get before he heads off. Please don't disappoint me. This would be very awkward. Let's see. Let's see.
I mean, I'm just gonna
There we
gift
go.
the subs
One
to
prime.
your stream immediately after. So
Yeah, but wait. We got one prime. We got. Come on, guys. Oh god,
it's all right.
this is getting.
This happens.
I
This
expect
happens
more
a
than
lot.
39 gift the subs. 4-5 Tix primes. This is getting good now.
This is getting
Salat.
good, man.
Dude, Salat is a legend. Dude, he gifted me a lot of subs yesterday. Like, he's so kind, man. I love people like this.
He's also a Norwegian, I imagine, and I
Yes.
think he's a big fan of yours. So
Yeah, man, it's crazy. And oh my god, Hiroshi gifted sub, perfect split with the prime lane, Crouch. See, there's so many primes. They just have to click, you know? And there it is.
we gotta
you, guys.
mention it more, dude. We gotta mention it more.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody.
Like, yeah. Good stuff.
Good stuff, bro.
Okay, can I leave?
Yeah, you can leave.
Okay, bye.
I'll
See you. Thank
drop
you,
the
chat,
gifted
for
subs.
watching.
Thank you, bro.
I'm sorry about that. Like, I hope the chat knows I was just joking most of the time. Like, honestly, I was just well, sometimes I'm serious, but it's all just for fun. Like, we are good friends in the community. So the banter is just like, it's just what it is, guys. Like, we just gotta get used to it. Have a nice one. Bye bye.
See you, bro.
See you later.
Take care.
Bye bye.
Dude, I freaking love MBL. He was so chaotic today. I freaking love MBL. That was so funny. Then we went from like the change of heart that MBL had in the interview was hilarious to me. You know, like he like related to Margougou on an emotional, personal level in the interview, and then immediately was like, Margougou, please don't watch the cast. It was a lot of fun.